113-91 over Toronto. Caitlin Clark, 21 points, 14 assists. The Dodgers beat Tampa Bay 1-0 on a Shohei Ohtani homer in the sixth. Houston scored 3 in the bottom of the eighth to beat Detroit 4-2. The Twins were up 10-0 in the fourth and won at Texas 12-2. Yankees 12-2 over the White Sox. I'm Steve DeSager.
Good. You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves. Coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, the P-Team, Sam Beard, and Bad News Bubba. Happy Wednesday morning to you, June 17th. Cody Mack, good to see you, my friends. What's up?
Top of the morning. Good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Looks like we've taken the black. We are matching black. Solid black. Yours looks more expensive, though.
No, not really.
It's soft. It looks
It
soft.
is soft, but it wasn't very expensive.
It's more expensive than mine, I guarantee it.
Yeah, you're
Mine
probably
was free.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, definitely more expensive than free.
Mine was free.
It does kind of feel a little bit like a towel.
It looks like it feels like a towel.
Yeah.
I want to touch it.
Go ahead. Doesn't bother me.
Okay, yeah.
No, I like being touched.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't feel like I thought it would, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a little stiffer than a.
You can feel the inside. Go under the sleeve.
Okay, well, we're getting a little personal now.
That's okay. We've been together for.
Cody. Okay. Yeah, I feel what you're feeling there.
We've been together for a long time.
Yeah. Is that degree?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man.
Cool Rush.
Yeah, I'm a degree man. Cool Rush.
Is that what it's called?
Is it the white one or the gel?
Well, it's always the white one. I hate gel.
Yeah,
gel
same.
makes me gel. I think I have an allergic reaction to gel. I don't.
Same here.
I used to try to use gel when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, maybe even right when I first started using deodorant, and it always get me real red on the outside. So I don't. I'm a powder man.
Same here. You get all raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get that. What's that word? It starts with an A. It's a long word. I always look at it when I see the front of the degree, because sometimes if it's got the wrapping on it, like if you get the two, you ever make that mistake when you're buying the degree? If you get sometimes you get the container of two because you get a better price on it.
Yeah, sure.
But you accidentally buy the gel because you can't see it.
Oh no, I never make that mistake.
I've made that mistake before.
I've done that before, and then I open it up. I'm like, oh no, the gel.
I hate gel.
Yeah,
most deodorants just straight up don't work for me.
Well, there's
too much of a sweater.
There's a word on it.
Really?
That it's like a long.
It doesn't work.
Word.
It doesn't keep you. Because like there's was it?
I'm just Pit Stains McGee over here. Okay. I wear women's deodorant. That's the only thing that works on me.
I like women's deodorant.
Right.
Secret.
But it
The
keeps
secret?
It's I don't know. I've got some crazy ass name. It's like
The
degree.
blue?
It's called like sexy intrigue or something
Oh,
like that.
but it keeps
Is
you
that the
from
little blue one?
Keeps
it-
it dry down there. That's all I care about.
but it keeps you
Nice.
from stinking, right?
I mean,
Because
yeah,
there's two different types. Like one, one is designed to keep you from stinking, and one's designed to keep you from sweating. Like there's
sure.
How do you say the word?
Perspirant?
Perspirant.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I got to tell you this word. So, because once you find it, you'll know it. You'll know what I'm talking, or you won't know what I'm talking about, but you'll be able to look for it on your degree. Does anybody not use degree?
Bo raises his hand.
Yeah. There you go.
I've never made the mistake because the degree, it's very clear which one's the gel and which one's the powder, or whatever it's called, the non-gel.
You say it's always clear?
I feel like it is.
Really? Because see, I've had some issues before.
If you just get the little green tube.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's what I get. I mean, everybody.
That's got gel in it.
No, that's not a gel.
Oh, okay.
But look at this.
Well, yeah, that's the one I use.
Under Cool Rush, it says aluminum zirconium tetrachloronirex gly.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's what you want. That's what you want it to read.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want seeping into my skin.
Sometimes I get the Sport or the Extreme Blast.
No, I'm a Cool Rush every time.
I like Cool Rush too, but it doesn't really matter to me as long as it's white and not gel. Bubba, what deodorant do you use?
I switch it up a little bit.
That's crazy.
But here recently I've been using Old Spice, like their Timber, whatever.
I'm going to
And I've also got a like Wolfthorn that's kind of got like a cool breezy, because I try to match it with my colognes.
Yeah.
So I'll need like a woodsy to go with like a tobacco vanilla cologne that I wear sometimes, and then I need a breezy to go with like a lighter ocean, Blue Dish now.
Sure. I bet you smell great, like a pine forest.
Whatever that would smell like, yeah.
Good. Smell good. Yeah. Well, that's great to hear.
But I don't really get the duo pack. I go get like a big pack of 5 or 6 from Sam's Club.
Oh, you get
or
the
Costco
big
or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay. Big pack.
yeah.
Yeah. I've
Although I'm
opened
about
it
out
in
now,
the
so I
store
need to-
before to make sure I was getting the right one. Which I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but nonetheless, beautiful day here in our fair city. Beautiful June Wednesday. You ever use the spray? You ever try that?
Back in 6th grade locker room.
Yeah, I was gonna say like in junior high.
No, I don't mean like Axe body spray. I mean under the armpit spray, like deodorant spray.
Wax body spray was, I guess it did say body, but you're supposed to hit it under your armpits too. But no, I typically use. I'm telling you, I use the same thing pretty much every time. I've been using Degree for about 15 years now at this point.
Probably, yeah. I mean, me too.
I don't switch it up. I get
don't
the same
either.
thing.
I don't either. I'm a Degree man till I die.
Yeah. If I'm somewhere where I don't have it, then I will put like my old ladies on or something if I'm in a bind. But
Does
otherwise,
she use Secret?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just boom, same thing every time.
You ever need some deodorant and you're in a gas station and you need like an emergency deodorant, but they don't have Degree for men? I'll get the Secret women's deodorant. I'm with Sam on the women's deodorant. Sometimes I'll do it if I have to.
Typically,
Smells good.
Somehow it just works better too for me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just works better.
well, it's strong enough for a man, but
Kind
made
of
for a
like
woman.
Diet Coke for me.
There you go.
Yeah. I haven't forgotten.
Those pH balances in your body.
Yeah, I think my testosterone is low. My hormones are high. I've started to develop breasts. Nah, they've been there for a long time.
Sorry we missed yesterday's show. We were under the weather. Just didn't feel good. It's tough. It's tough to do radio when you don't feel good. It's
Yeah.
especially tough to do summer radio when there's no sports on when you don't feel good.
Yeah.
So once the dominoes started falling, I said, you know what? That's good. Let's just go back to our chambers
Take me back to Chicago.
and recover. So sorry for letting you guys down yesterday, but we're back today. Bubba, how are you this morning?
We're fighting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep.
Gotta be a fighter.
Sam, you good over there?
I'm chilling, doing good. Not a ton to report, honestly. I mean, watched a little World Cup, a little College
Messi,
World
Messi, Messi,
Series.
Messi, Messi, Messi,
Yeah.
Ankara Messi, Messi, Messi.
I finished Euphoria.
All of it?
All of it. Yep.
What
Thoughts
the
on
hell?
Hunter Schafer?
So did you just have a Euphoria marathon?
Yeah, what the
yesterday?
hell did you do this weekend? Just watch Euphoria?
Yeah. No, I mean, I
There's like, what, 8 episodes a
Hey.
season? You watched 24 episodes in the last week?
basically, yeah.
Okay.
So you like the show?
I liked it, but here's what happened. Up in like season 2, I started to get bored with it. I was like, okay, so it's kind of the same thing every episode. It's like, okay, somebody's doing drugs. Okay, now there's a party. Now somebody's crying. Oh yeah, Rue's all strung out again. Okay, somebody's crying again. More party, more drugs. Okay.
To me, it doesn't seem like a binge type of show for that reason.
Well, that's, I think, the case. And I started to get bored with it in season 2, but I pushed through. I got to say, season 3, I loved it. Season 3 was by far my favorite. I thought it was great. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it.
So you've seen all of season 3 too?
Yeah, I've watched
Do you
it.
agree with that assessment?
That season 3 was the best?
Yeah.
It was a completely different show, it felt like.
I thought so too. And I think I liked it more. It had like that old Hollywood feel.
Yeah, he was just trying to make like an old Hollywood Western is what they were trying to do in season 3, which isn't really what the first 2 seasons were about. So like,
Yeah. So maybe I didn't actually like the show for what it was.
yeah, I was going to say, if you liked season 3,
I loved season 3.
if you dropped in season 3 and told me it was just a different show, then I probably would have liked it. But like it didn't feel like it was supposed to feel with Euphoria.
No, you're right about that. It did feel like a completely different show. But that Alamo Brown character,
Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed season 3.
what a great character.
I enjoyed season 3, but yeah, it was a completely different tone. So like a lot of like, I don't consider myself a Euphoria fan. Like I like the show, but I don't consider myself a fan. But the Euphoria fans didn't really like it because it wasn't what they wanted in terms of like all the high school girls being hanging out together and like their drama and everything.
Yeah.
Because they were all kind of separate. Like if you think back, season 3, apparently Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney hate each other because they kind of refused to be on screen together.
Really?
If you notice, like they were pretty much never on screen together.
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
No, I think there's like maybe one at the pool in like episode 3 or 4. There was like a 3-minute scene. And that's the only time they're on the screen together.
Wow.
So like, they just.
Why do they hate each other?
I don't know. People speculate Zendaya doesn't like her because people have said that she would stay on the opposite side of the room whenever they'd have like parties and like do like press event and stuff. I don't know if it's her politics or what, but she doesn't. I don't know. Maybe Sydney made a run at Spider-Man and she's like, "That's my man. Stay away." I don't know, but apparently there's just some beef there.
Okay.
In between.
See, I didn't know any of that.
And I don't know if you know, but the Fez is dead in real life.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he seems like a guy that might be dead.
Well, he overdosed on
that checks out. Yeah.
But like
Okay.
if you notice, like they don't kill him off in season 3. They just randomly have these like phone calls with him where you don't actually hear his
you never
voice.
see him.
Yeah, they're trying to keep his voice, or try to keep his name alive in the story. But like he's
Yeah. And then there's like a flashback.
yeah. That's old footage. But yeah, that actor was dead in real life.
Really? I didn't know.
And died via overdose. So like the end where the
Yeah.
the guy's giving his big speech on drugs and all that, like it's partly inspired by him. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Nope. See, I wasn't aware of that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I love season 3.
Okay.
I thought it was great television.
Well, that's good.
But like I said, I got kind of bored with it season 2. So maybe I'm not really a fan of the show, but I thought season 3 was great TV.
Yeah, I don't think it's much of a binge show.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that was the problem. I think that was the problem because I started to just get kind of annoyed. I was like, okay, yeah, Zendaya, yeah, she's got a drug problem. Okay.
You bowing through season 3.
Another relapse.
Because a lot of those episodes in season 3 were like an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes. I mean, they're basically movies.
Yeah, that last episode, I saved it for last night when I got home. And it was like, an hour and a half, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I wish we could talk about how it ended. It's crazy. No spoilers.
All right, we'll talk some sports coming up next. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco at Knoxville Smiles. Have you ever wanted to improve the look of your smile? We know firsthand what the power of a great smile means to a person's confidence and health. Our team of doctors can provide you with an array of options for helping you achieve your cosmetic goals. From simply moving teeth into a better position, to reversible cosmetic bonding, to full mouth implant-supported dentures. It is our goal to help patients feel good about their appearance while achieving optimal health. Want to learn more? Call us at 865-539-1776 to schedule an evaluation, or visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Well, the big news this week, we didn't get to talk about it yesterday, but it broke on Monday night. College football, the landscape has changed. Bullying works. Bullying works as Brennan Sorsby and Texas Tech break up. Basically because of pressure, because of a new federal lawsuit. They were going to have to deal with something in a federal court. And they said, we're good. Let's just go our separate ways. Swarzy said, okay, I'll go try my luck in the NFL.
Well, I'm just glad that Texas Tech is still committed to getting him help, making sure that he beats this terrible addiction he has.
Well, they did say that they're going to let him keep his money. So they did at least say that. I don't know how much longer he'll hang around. It seems as if he, withdrew from school and is going to go get ready for the NFL. So I don't know how much he'll be in Lubbock, especially since you can't gamble legally in Texas. He probably wants to get back to a different state, but they said they ain't coming back after any of his NIL money.
Well, that's nice of him. I wonder if Cincinnati was the whistleblower in this whole thing.
Well, Cincinnati getting off pretty scot-free is a little annoying because they were tipped off to his gambling before the season last year and still played him. So like I don't side with Texas Tech and the way they got down during this whole thing, but I do believe I agree with their fans that say, hey, instead of just making Texas Tech the only bad guys, can you at least also point out that Cincinnati should get some blame here? And on Monday, you had Michigan cancel I believe it was a volleyball game against Texas Tech. And it was just one of those, I know you're not talking memes, because like Michigan who's also done some pretty shady stuff, who's been running a pretty terrible athletic department, really from the top to bottom, with their scandals and their cheating and everything. Like, really, now you're going to take a moral high ground? So I don't necessarily disagree with the Texas Tech fans that were annoyed by that, but at the same time, two wrongs don't make a right.
And that is what they say.
Yeah. So I didn't have much sympathy for Texas Tech when they were crying. ESPN dropped them from 8th to 11th in their like top 25 ranking.
Okay. They have no quarterback. Seems like not far enough of a drop to me. Was SORSBY only worth 3 spots in the rankings? I mean, they're still going to have a cake schedule with the best roster in that league, but quarterback makes a big difference.
Yeah, they now turn to Will Hammond, which, I don't know what Will Hammond brings to the table. I know he's a 3-year guy. He'll be like a redshirt sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
He played some last year. He at least has 7 touchdowns on his resume from last year. Played at Arizona State. They lost that game. That's the only game they lost.
Well,
I don't think he's very good, but at least he has played some college football before. But like you said, the rest of the roster and the schedule, they still should be the favorites in the Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, he might still be good enough to get him to win that league. They just probably won't make the noise in the playoff that maybe they had hoped for with their spending. I don't think they got a quarterback to take them to that level. They may still roll through the Big 12.
Sam, you were a Texas Tech supporter last year. Have they burned up that goodwill with you now? Do they go back to kind of even after kicking SORSBY off the team, or are they still going to be like a team that people root against?
I think for the love of the hate watch, people are going to root against them this year. I do think this is going to kind of probably carry on over the season. I think maybe this is a little too harsh to say just on like a one season's basis, but I think it's also possible that like maybe if Texas Tech is just awful with this Will Hammond kid, that the college football landscape just kind of puts Texas Tech into the back burner and was like, all right, that was a cute, couple years at trying to fight your way to the top and just, buy your way to a championship. But, then, the other big power players at hand that also have money, your Ohio States and Michigan and Georgia and Texas and all these big name players are just going to be like, all right, that was cool for Texas Tech for a little bit, but we got money too, and we're just back to the top.
So cute.
Yeah. For me, it's as simple as when I think of Texas Tech, I'm still going to think of Cody Campbell first, and I think Cody Campbell comes out looking like a real jackass out of this situation. Like Joey McGuire, their head coach, I could kind of get over that with him. He was just trying to win football games.
He's just trying to keep a job.
Yeah, he's just trying to win football games. Like, I don't think it was necessarily his call on whether or not to play this quarterback. Like, I think it was above him. I got no beef with him. I actually kind of like him and think he's a good coach. I'm not going to hold it against him. But Cody Campbell, yeah, brother, you not only come out looking like a jackass, you come out looking like a dumbass too, with all the like false equivalencies you were trying to make. And then you're right back yesterday to peddling the whole big, beautiful college football bill you're trying to do to save football. Like,
he's a villain.
They're going to be known as like trailblazers of the NIL world, but in the wrong way.
Well, it's going to be funny to me.
Cautionary tale, if you will.
It's going to be funny to me when they come out of this and still just don't win any championships. Like they spend. He will end up have spent like, however many millions of dollars he has and not winning anything. Like the softball team can't get over the hump. They can't beat Texas.
It is really funny that they're trying in softball to do that, but they can't beat Texas. That's the one school that drives them crazy.
Yeah,
that they can't beat.
Yeah, still little brother. No matter how much money you spend, you're still little brother.
I don't even know if Texas considers them in the same family.
No, they don't. A&M's little
or at
brother.
least like in the same like immediate family. That's like the little cousin.
Yeah, just that weird cousin out west.
That's Tony B.
Yeah,
his little weird twins from The Sopranos. That's who that is.
That's right.
Yeah. You're somewhat in the family, but you're not really. You're not little brother.
Yeah, I don't know, man, if they can eventually spend enough in football to if he keeps just throwing dollars at it, maybe, but these other schools, I mean, he obviously is, super rich, but he's also probably about all they've got, right? Him and his partner, his oil money partner that he's got.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a school like Texas, to me, is still going to be able to outspend more consistently. They got more resources.
I assume he's having to do the heavy lifting.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a mid-2010s or mid-2000s, 2010 discussion like it was in Knoxville, where you had the Haslams that had, big money and were maybe the main guys, but you still had to have those like 4 or 5 other boosters that you knew their name and they had a little bit of pull. I figured Texas Tech would be in a similar situation there where Cody Campbell is the Haslams, but there's still some, Thunder Thorntons and whatever running around.
Dish Network.
Yeah, Charlie Ergen's running around with some sway, putting some money in.
Yeah, I wonder if they have enough help along with him. He is super rich, but even as a billionaire, that can only go so far, for it to make sense for him, you would think.
Well, just from a football standpoint, it does feel to me that they are going to basically be stuck the same way they were last year. And, I kept saying that every time we talked about Texas Tech was, hey, man, I don't trust this quarterback. I think he sucks. Defense is great, but they ain't got a quarterback. They ain't got a quarterback. They get to the college football playoff. Guess what? Didn't have a quarterback. Couldn't score against Oregon. Defense held them in the game for a long, long time, but they couldn't put up any points.
No, they didn't do anything.
Didn't have a quarterback. I feel like we're going to be here in 2026 having the same discussion about them of like, hey, great defense. Yeah, I could definitely tell you spent a bunch of money on that defense. That's cool. Ain't got a quarterback. And I do think that in today's college football, you have to have a quarterback to win. At least if you're trying to win a championship.
Yeah, and I don't know if SORSBY would have been that guy, but he definitely would have been a level higher than what they've got.
They were paying him to be that guy.
Yeah.
They thought he could be that guy. That was like their first choice. They got him basically as soon as the portal opened up.
I wonder if they knew about the gambling stuff or if they did, maybe they would have gone harder after Sam Leavitt and tried to land him. And then the domino effect of that, maybe they get Leavitt and Leavitt doesn't go to LSU. Could be a completely different situation.
I'm going to say that they did not know about it. I'm going to say they did not know about it because That's just real. Now maybe they were just flying too close to the sun and thought, hey, we'll be fine. But like, I can't imagine that they willingly got in bed with someone that they didn't know whether or not he was going to be eligible.
Well, maybe they knew there was something, but they didn't know the extent of it. So
possibly.
That could be possible.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm more interested in the SORSBY side of it now with the NFL. You know, is there a team out there that he might be the missing piece to what they're trying to build?
Yeah, brother. Like, the Cleveland Browns. Like,
well,
yeah.
Well, I was thinking more of
sending back to Ohio, sending back to the state of Ohio. Like, the Cleveland Browns will look at him as a get out of jail free card because they got a really expensive quarterback that they don't know if is any good in Deshaun Watson. And they spent 2, mid-round draft picks on quarterbacks last year. And I don't think we know if they're any good or not. I think we know that none of the 3 are good between Gabriel, Shador, and Deshaun Watson. I think we really think they're 0 for 3 there.
Yeah, they had Kenny Pickett.
So they got the chance of getting kind of a get-out-of-jail free card. Hey, here's a third-round pick for a borderline first-round, second-round talent.
I'm thinking more along the lines of a team that's like just built well, like a roster that's built well, that's not completely dysfunctional like Cleveland. Like maybe a Pittsburgh, if you look in the same division. They got old-ass Rodgers out there.
Are you talking about coming back and, like, being a missing key in 2026, or are you talking about, like, down the road?
Down the road, a year or 2 down the road.
I think Cleveland's arrow is pointing way higher than Pittsburgh is, like, in terms of just the roster.
I thought of the Steelers, maybe like the Texans.
No.
Like they're going to want to go a different way on C.J. Stroud at some point.
No, I don't think.
Have him compete with Carson Beck, for Arizona.
Hell, Indianapolis loves cast-off quarterbacks. Get him up in Indianapolis.
I didn't want to say us, but I was thinking us.
Like a youngish Brandon Sorsby is going to be way better than like 40-something-year-old Phillip Rivers. Just
the Jets.
I mean, Daniel Jones is only like 3 years older than the guy.
Yeah, but he blew his knee out, right? Or was it Achilles?
His whole leg's screwed, John. He ain't walking ever again.
He tore his Achilles. So, I mean, like Sam brought the Jets. Like, yeah, I would say that there would be a handful of teams that would at least be somewhat interested.
So you think it's just going to be the bad teams?
Falcons? I mean, the Falcons are a team that has a roster. I'd be surprised if they went after him, the Falcons. But at the same time, it would make sense. Because, like, Tua and Penix, like, I don't think they probably deep down know that neither guy is a franchise quarterback. Sorsby's interesting because, like, some people say he's worth a first-round pick, which I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't think he was a first-round talent. But he was a quarterback that they talked about rising up on the draft boards this past year. My line of thinking, though, ultimately is like, man, if you didn't have the confidence in yourself to come out of the draft this last year when it was Fernando Mendoza and nothing – like, who was the second best quarterback in the draft last year?
Well, it would have been the kid at Oregon, but he went back to
school. Like, is it Carson Beck? Like, who was the number 2 quarterback last year?
Yeah, probably Carson Beck.
Like, if you're Brendan Sorsby,
I mean, the Alabama Ty Simpson. Like,
okay, yeah, Ty Simpson. I know that you were going to make $5 million in college, $6 million in college, so maybe it changes the math. But like, there was never really going to be a weaker quarterback draft than last year.
Wasn't he wanting to go to the NFL, though?
Say what?
I thought he was, like, wanting to go to the draft out of Cincinnati, and then Texas Tech was like, here's just a stupid amount of money. And he's like, yeah, this is a lot of parlays.
Well, yeah, there was talk of that. Like, he was rising up boards, too, to the point where they're like, keep an eye on him. He could be a quarterback that surged into the first round or the second round. But then ultimately he was like, no, I'm going to go back to college. So he did the opposite of Ty Simpson. I'm just saying, if he wasn't a good enough prospect to go last year, that would raise some concerns. Although I said there wouldn't be a weaker quarterback draft, guess what? There is a weaker quarterback draft coming up in a couple months called the supplemental draft, where you're the only guy there.
You got to think somebody's going to be interested in, taking the ride with him.
Oh, for sure. No, somebody will. And the way they do it is they just put their bids in. So, like, somebody will play some chicken and just put, like, hey, we'll spend a third-round pick on this guy. And someone will be like, we'll do a second-round pick. and then they just have to give up that draft pick in the next year's draft.
I could see where he would be alluring to at least a team that needs another quarterback on the roster, or someone that you think you might be able to build around. And if the gambling thing's an issue, then in the NFL you can just go get another quarterback. I mean, you don't have to deal with the drama of it.
Well, if you're adding the gambling aspect into it too, then yeah, it definitely becomes more interesting because Roger Goodell isn't the same Roger Goodell he used to be. He doesn't rule with the same iron fist as he once did. He's kind of chilled out on that. So, like, whenever he suspended Terrell Pryor for taking tattoos at Ohio State, even though it had nothing to do with the NFL, I don't know if he would make that same ruling today. But at the same time, this isn't free tattoos. This isn't your typical college scandal. This is like a gambling scandal. And the NFL, is obviously in bed with gambling. So they probably need to maybe at least make sure that he is good there. Although if you're taking him in the supplemental draft this year, I would say that you'd be okay with him being suspended 6 games or whatever. This would be a investment in the future, either the back half of this season or, next year, the year after.
That's kind of why I was thinking of a team like the Steelers that just have an old quarterback.
Sure. Now you can skip the line if you're the Steelers and you plan on trying to be competitive this year. Then yeah, like the Cleveland Browns on the other hand, like they had a good draft. I think they have a roster in place that they maybe could be competitive in if they wanted to. And by competitive, I mean like try to win like 5, 6, 7 games.
Yeah.
AK not enough to make the playoffs and be a factor, but enough to knock you out of the number 1 quarterback race, like in the draft.
Middle ground.
Right. So, like, if you're Cleveland, like, maybe you take Sorsby or maybe you do try to dial it back and say, hey, Shedeur Sanders, go win us 3 games, and then we'll draft your replacement. Arizona probably wouldn't take a flyer on him because they'd be like, hey, Carson Beck, you do your thing, and then if that doesn't work, we'll go get Arch Manning. The Jets kind of in the same spot, Sam, where they'd be like, hey, we're completely content being terrible this year and going to get one of the top quarterbacks next year. We got extra draft assets. We're good doing that. But the Steelers with Mike McCarthy are somebody that probably going to try to win 7, 8, 9 games. They're going to try to keep that non-losing streak going because Mike Tomlin went 20 years without having a losing record, so Mike McCarthy really doesn't want to do that in his first year. So they wouldn't be picking at the top of the draft next year. They might be willing to give a second or third round pick for Aaron Rodgers' replacement. They'd probably make the most sense in the supplemental draft.
I would say so. They'd be at the top of the list.
I feel like it's just anybody with extra draft capital.
Possibly too. Yeah, I mean, so like in that sense,
just because you're giving up your pick to go draft him.
Yeah, I mean, if you got an extra third round pick, then yeah, you might as well take a flyer. It's possible. If he was more of a surefire prospect, Sam, I'd say that'd be more likely. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't want the Titans to use a third round pick on this guy.
Well, no, but like teams like the Jets that have just accumulated so many picks from these trades that they've made. Like, to me, that seems like a very low risk option when you have 3 third rounders in next year's draft. Like it's worth it trying to take a gamble on maybe your franchise quarterback for a third round pick type of thing.
Sure.
Unintended.
But then I also think it gets interesting with like so many people are hyping up next year's draft, where I think a lot of teams are probably going to be hesitant on just giving up a big pick for this guy.
Well, and just, I mean, I guess if you're flush with a bunch of extra second or third round picks, okay, but like typically, like analytically, the worst thing you can do is use a mid round pick on a quarterback. Because
wouldn't that be the whole argument though? Like you believe that this guy's a first round talent, but you're getting him in with a mid round pick.
Well, that's what I'm going back to with Sorsby. Like, I don't know if he's a first round talent. I don't know how NFL teams feel about him because he was willing to come back to college. Like if this was Arch Manning, for example, yeah, of course you'd have people lining up to do that. But like, this is a guy that, was a backup at Indiana, was okay at Cincinnati. And ultimately, like the judge that gave him the injunction was right. This is detrimental to his football career because had he gone to Texas Tech on a good team and balled out, he might have been a first round pick. Had we gotten to see him on a good team with good talent around him, maybe he would have put all those doubts to bed. But instead, I still have the same doubts about him I had at Cincinnati, where I'm like, I don't know if he's any good.
Yeah, I don't.
Threw for 60 yards against Nebraska week 1. Like, that's not a first-round talent.
I don't think anybody really knows, but there's got to at least be a handful of teams that are interested who are just desperate at the position.
The last quarterback that has, been in the supplemental draft was Terrell Pryor. That was back in 2011. The Raiders gave up a 3rd-round pick for him. We had a supplemental draft in 2023. Nobody selected anybody. The last time someone was picked was 2019. Safety Jalen Thompson went in the 5th round to the Cardinals. So this doesn't happen very often. He still has to apply for it and have the NFL grant it and everything, but it is expected that he will do it.
Well, I wish him the best of luck.
It's good. That's a good question. Am I rooting for him? Do I want this redemption story? Probably not. Probably not.
It's going to be a real roll of the dice, no matter who selects him.
Sam, send us a break. We'll come back. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
Did you know your Knoxville Smokies are halfway through their season? Yeah, only 6 homestands remaining. Don't miss your favorite promotions still to come. This week is a huge week full of great promotions, like All You Can Eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, and Friday is Country Night. Grab that cowboy hat and plan to stay late for post-game fireworks and concert. Looking for that perfect day with Dad? Sunday is Father's Day, and we welcome you to celebrate Dad with us at Covenant Health Park. It's a jam-packed week, so get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Reading Matt Miller, NFL draft analyst, Sam, he does say that the people he talked to ahead of the deadline had Sorsby as a first-round pick, like towards the back half of first round.
So that Lance Zierlein guy or something like that had him graded as like a average NFL starter.
Okay. Which, I mean, you always need average NFL starters, especially if you can get one for just a third-round pick. So, like, if he is in the supplemental draft, you would have, I think, teams taking him with the chance of maybe not starting, immediately, but, like, getting in there by week 10 to see what you had in him before this other loaded draft class that they're talking about, coming up this upcoming year.
I don't think Cody's that far off with the Pittsburgh analysis, though.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh would make sense.
Having to compete against Drew Aller, I feel like those guys are somewhat comparable when it comes to athletic ability.
Sure.
I didn't feel like I was that far off with the Texans either. At some point, they're going to have to make a move.
I think
it may be too early.
I think you're off with the Texans by a couple years.
Yeah, it may be too early, but C.J. Stroud, man, I don't think if it goes bad this year, I mean, through most of the year, I wouldn't be surprised if they look for somebody else.
I think he's got more of a runway, but at the same time, I don't think Sorsby's the type of guy you rock the boat for. Like, I don't think you bring another young guy in there that you don't even know could play. Now, it's one thing if you had a chance to go get, an established veteran that you knew could play and maybe get your team over the hump. Maybe you would try that. Like, I'm not a huge C.J. Stroud fan, but
I just don't think he's got it.
And that might be the case.
But there's several other teams that I think will be interested, especially all those bad teams you mentioned that are just desperate for a quarterback. Cleveland, of course, comes to mind.
I know everyone's talking about this upcoming draft for quarterbacks, like in terms of these college quarterbacks that are here now, but like I was looking at the list. Like Arch Manning, okay, like where do we stand on Arch as a college quarterback and as an NFL quarterback? Where do you stand on him?
I think he's a guy that the bloodline is there. I don't know if it works the same way as it does in the NBA. What's that you always say about the best projection of success is the bloodline? I think you'd be pretty fired up to have a young Arch that you can mold and shape and build on.
Okay.
I would draft him as an NFL
and you'd be pretty fired up to have him.
Yeah. And maybe it takes a little while. I mean, I don't think he's anywhere near ready. Maybe he'll show us more this year in college, but
not saying he's not young, but I was surprised to see that he is actually already 22.
Yeah.
Like he'll be 23 by the time of next year's draft. So not necessarily young in terms of college football prospects, but maybe that's a good thing that he's got a little bit more age on him.
And he's still got a full college season to show us his progression and
And you project him to be great in college this year?
I don't know about great, but I think it's kind of a slow burn with him.
Okay. Man, I was looking to me, it feels like this would be a real indictment on Steve Sarkisian if he can't win a national championship this year. And at least like get to the national championship, be like the SEC champion and like be in the Final Four maybe at the very least. Because I was doing some reading over the last couple of days, trying to get locked into college football, names I need to know, draft prospects I need to know, and for Tennessee's opponents and yada yada yada. And I was just looking, and Texas has first round talent littered all over it.
Yeah.
Like, I told you about, obviously about Arch being the number one quarterback. They got like a top 5 running back as well in terms of draft prospects and Raleek Brown. They got 2 wide receivers that are probably first round talents in Cam Coleman and Ryan Wingo. Then you get to they got the best maybe offensive tackle in the country too in terms of Trevor Gooseby.
Yeah.
They got one of the better guards in the country too in terms of draft prospects. And then you get to defense, top edge rusher, top linebacker, one of the best safeties. They just have NFL talent basically at every level on both sides of the ball.
Well, that's what everybody told us about him last year.
Yeah, but last year I think it was mostly Arch that kind of let them down. and also having a road trip to Ohio State to start the year. But like Arch Manning was the weak link, especially early on in that season. First half, really.
Yeah, well, they got Ohio State early again.
They do.
This time they get them in Austin, but it'll be an exciting game. I mean, that's two powerhouses.
I don't know how
loaded with NFL players.
I don't know how I feel about Arch Manning this year. Last year, I was beating the drum that he was not as good as everyone was acting, and that he was not just this generational guy that everyone was acting. I lean more towards that side still, but I do think he improved over the back half. Sam, how do you feel about Arch Manning heading into the season?
It's still hard to tell because I just feel like he's a guy that is waiting to break out, but at the same time, like you name all those guys that you just did, you don't break out with all that around you. You know, I don't know what else you're gonna get, and I mean, I know that obviously an NFL roster is more talented than even whatever you're gonna get at Texas, but that's littered with NFL talent all around him. And if you can't show at least the signs that you're a guy that has those kind of elite traits, then maybe, you're just kind of looking at the last name a little bit too much than the prospect itself.
Because when I look, I mean, like the top 5 quarterbacks projected in the draft, Arch Manning, Dante Moore, Drew Mestemaker, CJ Carr, and Darian Mensah. Okay, maybe, I guess.
Where is Mestemaker?
He's at Oklahoma State. He was the North Texas quarterback that followed his coach to Oklahoma State. But, like, everyone keeps talking about how low the quarterback draft is. And, like, okay, yeah, maybe if Arch hits and, like, maybe if the North Texas quarterback hits, okay. And a Duke quarterback, Darian Mensah, okay.
We'll Carr, see. Any relation to Derek Carr?
I don't believe so.
No.
But looking and seeing that Sorsby was a first-round guy, it is kind of crazy. Him and Dante Moore both were just like, hey, we're good in college. We're going to stay here and get NFL money just in college. It still hurts me when I look at the Tennessee side of things from a basketball standpoint. The draft, a week, well, less than a week now, 6 days away. Looking and thinking about my boy, Nate Ament, and how he could have came back to school. We got guys that could have been first-round picks in the NFL at quarterback being like, nope, going to come back to school. Couldn't quite get it done on the basketball side.
I think the truth could be somewhere in the middle on Arch. Like, I don't think he's generational by any means. I think a lot of that was just them pumping him up because of his name. So, like, his name is kind of working against him, but it's also working for him. It's kind of both sides of the same coin, I guess.
Man, his last regular season game, 14 of 29, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, he did have 7 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown.
He got better as the season went on, but that was also against some real bums on the schedule.
Well, A&M was good. A&M was good, and he, the one I just gave you. But, yeah, like his best performance was Arkansas. 18 of 30, 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Vandy, he had good numbers against Vandy. 25 of 33, 328, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Well, you got to remember, too, the bar was low.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just Ohio State. You remember those bum schools they played for 3 straight weeks after that? People were like, man, Arch ain't even putting up numbers against Sam Houston or whoever it was. And they were worried about that. So
yeah, I mean, UTEP was the one that really had people worried. He was 11 of 25 for 114 yards.
Yeah.
A touchdown and interception.
Which, part of that might have just been that their game plan was dialed back a little bit.
No. When you go 11 of 25, you can't blame the game plan for that. Like against a team like that.
You'd want to at least be efficient.
Yeah. Like against Sam Houston, he went 18 of 21 for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns.
But I'm just saying, that you wouldn't want to get him hurt in a game like that either.
But if he's throwing the ball 25 times, he needs to complete more than 11 passes.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Well, was he throwing it downfield? I mean,
against Kentucky, 12 of 17, 130 yards.
Not great.
No touchdowns, no interceptions. Like, I can't get past those games.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about just from an NFL prospect level, which I don't really care about his NFL prospects, really. I'm more so concerned about Tennessee's first big game in Knoxville. In college, his legs are a big weapon. He ran in the bowl game. He had 9 carries, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns against Michigan. So he balled out in that game. I mean, he basically had 380 yards and 4 touchdowns.
What did he do against Georgia?
27 of 43, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So nothing really. They scored 10 points.
Yeah.
But like as an NFL prospect, if you remove the running, which, quarterbacks don't run 10, 15 times in the NFL, I do worry about him. But from a college standpoint, like I said, from a Tennessee standpoint, looking at their biggest game, his athleticism and his running ability is pretty scary. And I do wonder if they kind of unleashed that after the ball game, after he did that against Michigan and kind of showed. Does he run more or less in 2026? That'll be one of the bigger questions in college football. Hour 1 of the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. Got some Tennessee commitment news. You boys got Tuesday trivia for Wednesday ready to go in hour 3? Mm-hmm. Sam shook his head. Yes, love that. Got a little U.S. Open talk. We'll get Sam's expertise there. The U.S. Open set to tee off tomorrow morning. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC. Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the VOLS or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3, and The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Where do you think?
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink some White Claw. Have yourself a Wednesday. Let's hit some headlines. What you got, Cody Mack?
Thank you, John. Well, Georgia eliminated Texas yesterday in the College World Series, 2-0.
Horns down.
Setting up a bracket 2 final against Oklahoma. So you got Oklahoma and Georgia there. And then you had West Virginia shutting down Troy, holding them to just 4 hits in a 12-0 win. They'll face North Carolina in the bracket 1 final. So this College World Series stuff about to come to a close here in the double elimination round. North Carolina, West Virginia, and then Oklahoma, Georgia. Could set up for a fun championship series beginning Saturday. Saturday through Monday will be the championship series. So we'll see what happens today and then potentially tomorrow in the elimination games if necessary.
So what we have today is North Carolina, West Virginia at 2:00. West Virginia, of course, the one facing elimination.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night we have Georgia, Oklahoma with Georgia facing elimination, correct?
That's right.
North Carolina and Oklahoma just have to win one of the next 2 games to advance.
How about that Oklahoma team?
Kind of sickening, but like, hey, we've seen that happen in baseball before. You remember back to the Ole Miss team. That was the last team in the tournament that went on and won the whole thing. Like Oklahoma was what, the 11th best team in the SEC this year?
Yeah, kind of sickening, but at the same time, I'll be rooting for them.
Oh, yeah, I want them to beat Georgia. I'm rooting for the other bracket to win the title.
Right. But the lesser of 2 evils would be Oklahoma beating Georgia.
Obviously, knowing that, like I said, Georgia has to win twice against Oklahoma. West Virginia has to win twice against North Carolina. But the odds right now have North Carolina as a plus 110, a favorite to win the title.
LeBron James.
Man, they looked old. Did you see that picture of all those 2016 Cavs playing golf? They posted yesterday?
No.
It was like Channing Frye, LeBron, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, and Tristan Thompson.
J.R. Smith play?
Richard Jefferson was in there.
He was in the picture I saw.
Really?
Maybe he was taking this picture, but there's only.
I saw some caddy take a picture with LeBron, Richard Jefferson, and J.R. Smith.
Okay, yeah. In the picture I saw, it was just the 5 of them standing there, and he wasn't in that one.
He had Richard Jefferson taking the picture.
Yeah, they all just so old. Like, and LeBron included. I'm just like, man, these guys look old.
Well,
they are old.
They are old.
They are old. I know, but like, it's just crazy. I was looking at that. I was like, that guy's still a top 20 player in the NBA right now.
Well, you'll be happy to know that he is in talks with the Lakers to return for a record-setting 24th NBA season, according to Brian Windhorse.
I've said from the get-go that I thought it made the most sense that the Lakers and him just work it out. But, like, I was kind of hoping he'd go somewhere else.
Where else could he go that would, other than San Antonio, where else could he go that would really be interesting in terms of like a championship type of run?
Cleveland. I think if he just went to Cleveland, that would be
Him
interesting.
and Donovan Mitchell and James Harden.
Not even James Harden, but Donovan Mitchell, him, and like their two big guys, Mobley and Allen. Like they'd have the rim protection and like defense behind him he needed. Maybe.
There's also talk about Golden State. Right now, Golden State has the second best odds.
Golden State would just be interesting because of Curry and that relationship, and then Draymond. But like that team wouldn't be good enough.
They wouldn't have a championship level.
I just don't think they'd have enough defense. He needs to go somewhere where like defense is there. Now, if you tell me that they bring LeBron back and they choose LeBron essentially over Austin Reeves, and then they use Austin Reeves and flip him for an actual big man, like there's been some talk that like Detroit, it makes sense for Detroit to sign Austin Reeves, and basically they flip Austin Reeves for Jalen Duren, their big man that kind of let them down in the playoffs. That would be intriguing to me.
Jalen Duren to the Lakers.
Yeah. Instead, like in place of Austin Reeves. Then if you told me you had Luka, LeBron, and like an actual good big man, okay, that would be interesting. Or if like, somehow there's been some talk about how Anthony Davis is begging to get out of Washington just to get back to like LA or something. If they made that work and had Luka, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, okay.
Well, the talk also is that LeBron doesn't want to leave LA.
Well, yeah.
He loves living in LA.
Yeah.
And some of these teams would have to, there was speculation about if he went to Golden State, they would just transport him for all the games. Like that they just fly him.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm not uprooting my life and my family's life for being away from them. So like that makes sense for sure. That makes sense for sure. Like that's why I thought maybe Cleveland made sense, just because I assumed he still had a home there and like had that was somewhat familiar to him. But like it would make me it would make me sad if he was just like, yeah, I'm just going to go to LA, stay in LA, and it's just me, Luka, and Austin Reeves out there again. Like that. That's not a chance.
You know how that's going to end.
Yeah, like
they'll make the playoffs, but
if they don't find like a big man, they're not going anywhere because those guys can't play defense good enough.
Well, speaking of the Lakers, their public address announcer Lawrence Tanter is retiring after more than 40 years.
Okay,
so congrats to him.
Yeah, congrats.
He's a staple there. He's a pun intended again.
Congrats on your retirement, man. I've never heard of.
Get it? Staple. You never heard of Lawrence Tanner, the PA man for the Lakers?
No, I don't.
He's been there for 40 years.
I mean, I'm sure
he's basically Oscar De La Hoya. He's got a statue outside.
I'm sure I've heard him talk before on a TV broadcast, but I had no clue.
Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice has been released from jail after a 30-day sentence, dodging reporters upon his release. So Rashee did his 30 days in the slammer.
Did you see him? Did you see him run?
Mm-mm. Did he run away from the jail?
Yeah, when he got out, he just he got his stuff and like there was reporters and stuff there, and he just sprinted away. He just ran and left them all in the dust.
I didn't even see it.
And they weren't going to be able to catch him.
No, I don't know of any NFL reporter that could catch Rashee Rice running away. Well, how about Lionel Messi netting his first World Cup hat trick to tie Miroslav Klose for most goals in men's World Cup history?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
There was a picture of him at the World Cup like 20 years ago.
I remember 20 years ago. I remember watching his debut. My brother-in-law is a huge soccer fan, and we went to the local Mexican place to watch Argentina play, and he was telling me, because Messi was like 16 at the time. He's like, this guy's the future. This is the guy. I mean, he was 100% right about that. Like, it's, honestly, a great call by Hector. He did know that that guy was going to be a monster. Now, I don't think he knew he was going to be the greatest of all time, which is what some people call Messi. But I remember watching his debut, his World Cup debut. I want to say he got subbed on at the 70-minute mark or something like that, and the rest is history. But watching him score that hat trick yesterday was pretty crazy. Still got it.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It's something that we obviously know. We talk about it. Tom Brady, LeBron James, yada yada yada. But just the current day athlete just having a longer window. Like the GOATs being able to be the GOATs for longer is nice. Just being able to, extend careers and watch high level athletes.
I feel like it's soccer. I mean, I'm not a soccer guy at all, but I feel like at that age, it's just as impressive as any other sport.
I would say more impressive.
Yeah,
honestly.
just like running around, the agility that you've got to have.
He's 38 years old.
Yeah, like he's up there. You talk about the LeBrons and the Tom Bradys. Like, I think Tom Brady at some point was kind of able to just sit back there in the pocket, knowing that he's got a good offensive line, some good weapons, and just kind of run his mental games. But like, I think Messi is combining the physical and mental aspects of it as good as anyone at that age.
No, I mean, he turns 39 in like a week. So like, I mean, he's basically 39, and like soccer, those guys come and go, like in terms of their prime. And
he's older than you.
Yeah, but like 32.
You know how your body feels.
I feel pretty good these days. 32, 33. Nah, in the past or at times I don't feel great, but right now I feel pretty good. The past 32, 33 was basically a death sentence for soccer players. And yeah, I'm not saying he's still the best in the world because I don't think that's the case. And like he has spent a lot of time in like MLS, but like still being able to perform at the World Cup level. Now we'll see if he's able to do it throughout the entire tournament, and how high this Argentina team can go. But still cool to see him do something like that, a hat trick in the opening World Cup game.
Let me tell you about another hat trick. How about writing a Bible verse over your Pride hat? That's a hat trick.
Yeah.
And the MLB has decried the use of personal writings on any team-issued Pride Night gear after members of the San Francisco Giants had Bible verses etched into their caps during Friday's game against the Cubs. Now actor Rob Schneider has come out in support of these MLB Christian players and says he will offer to pay the fines for any MLB player who wears a Bible verse on their uniform.
Do we look up the Bible verse? Because I saw one Giant that had a Bible verse on there, but I didn't look it up to see what the Bible verse said.
I also wonder how much money Rob Schneider has. Like, I know he's a successful actor and everything, but what if like 11 players did this? Is he really going to pay the fines for all these guys? Can he afford to do that?
What do you think his net worth is?
Those would be pretty big fines, I imagine. If
you had to guess,
man, I don't know. I mean, 100 million. That seems like a lot, but I don't.
You think Rob Schneider's worth $100 million?
I don't know. How
many people do you think watch Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo?
Well, he's been in many successful Sandler movies. I don't know what his cut was or anything, but I mean, he's offering to pay all these fines for these MLB Christian players.
I think Sandler just puts him in there as a favor to him.
Well, again,
not necessarily big roles.
It doesn't seem to me like he'd be worth that much money, but it doesn't.
Like, how much do you think he got paid for some of those cameos in those movies?
I don't know, but it also doesn't seem to me like Karl Anthony Towns would be making $227 million either. But money's just money these days. It's just a number. I mean, hell, Elon Musk is a double trillionaire. He became the first trillionaire ever, and then suddenly, like 3 days later, he's made another trillion. I don't even know what money is these days.
The internet says Rob Schneider's worth $10 million.
$10 million. That's it.
And that was, according to Yahoo, maybe before his divorce. So maybe that got split in half. I don't know.
$10 million. And he thinks he's going to pay all their fines. Hell, Tony Vitello's got more money than that. At least the Giants are making headlines.
$100 million for Rob Schneider?
Well, you act like that's crazy. I mean, I don't know what the number should be. I mean, I think how would I know?
I think it's crazy. Yeah, I definitely think it's crazy that if you told me you think Adam Sandler's net worth is $100 million, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah.
I would think Adam Sandler's net worth would be like $500 million.
Yeah, my Adam Sandler guess would be more like if I had put a number on, I'd say 230. 230 million is the number in my head. Let's see. 440 million.
Okay. Who's off now?
Not as much.
Yeah, actually, way
not
more.
percentage-wise, buddy.
Actually, way more,
no,
buddy.
We go by percentage-wise.
You were like $250 million off.
No, we go percentage-wise.
Yeah, in your head,
you had one. You had 10. You were 10
I was
times.
$90 million off.
You were 10 times off.
On this one, you were like $300 million
off. You were 1,000% off, and I was half off.
Yeah, we ain't going percentage.
I was half off. You were 1,000% off.
We're just talking number of millions. So anyway, Tony Vitello's team, kind of sad that this is the only reason they're making headlines because he's not doing a good job coaching.
What a weird season for the Giants. Drew Gilbert's got them pump thrusting in the outfield.
Can you be the anti-gay team if your outfielders hump each other after the game?
People are asking.
Like, it does seem a little hypocritical, right? Like, hey, we're going to be out there humping each other and doing all that stuff with Drew Gilbert after games. But, by the way, we're not wearing pride hats. We don't stand with that at all.
Well, that's just boys being boys, you know.
Yeah, dude, if I want to kiss my brother and rub up against him, that's not homosexual. That's just guys being dudes.
If I want to check his cup with my cup,
if I want to put my hands on him and hold him.
Couple things we missed last couple of days when we were gone. The Bulls hired Tiago Splitter as their next head coach.
Good for him, because
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, he used to play for the Spurs. He got dunked on by LeBron real bad one time during a finals game. But he coached the Trailblazers this year after Chauncey Billups got arrested by the FBI. Tiago Splitter took over and did a pretty good job with them this year.
I was going to say, why did the Blazers not hire him back? I feel like he did actually really good with them.
Would you not remember the stories about the new owner being super cheap?
He didn't want to pay him.
Basically, he was offering him like $1 million, which is like a huge slap in the face. Like, even you remember what's St. Louis's coach's name at college?
Shirts.
Yeah, Shirts said they called him and offered him $1 million to come coach in the NBA. He's like, no. He's like, I'm not
making that at St. Louis.
Yeah, he's no, you can't hire a coach for $1 million. But apparently that's
taking over for Rick Barnes.
But it was basically like, but Shirts talked about it and said that that he got a phone call from him, and it's notorious that he was essentially saying he was not going to pay a head coach. He is going to try to find somebody, a bargain bin coach. Now, I don't know. Have they hired anybody? Do they have anybody currently? Who is the Portland's head coach? Portland Trailblazers. I guess they don't have anybody yet. I don't know who ends up taking that job. Maybe they will be able to convince somebody at a low-level college to come take that job. The head coach of the University of Seattle or whatever. Like, hey, maybe he comes coach there. But, yeah, they essentially lowballed Splitter. He had some quotes during the playoff run that was basically like, I'm just trying to be professional and do my job. AKA, I've been really disrespected, but I'm just going to finish this task. But good for him, because I did think he did a good job last year. He took them to, 42-39? Because Billups actually got to coach one game before the feds kicked in his door.
And also, Texas, before they got eliminated from the Men's College World Series, did you see they had a guy that completed the third cycle in College World Series history? First since our guy, of course, Christian Moore did it.
I did see that.
And then this one's literally 3 days old, but I just wanted to mention, we didn't mention it, the Rockies set a franchise record scoring 23 runs.
Was that in Vegas?
Yeah, that was against the A's the other night.
Did you see the stats for teams that have played in the past month in that park?
I've seen that it's just like a launching pad.
Yeah, it's 35 home runs.
If that's what baseball in Vegas is going to be, that sounds like a lot of fun.
So I'll be honest, I'm kind of ignorant on this, other than the fact I know the A's are now playing in Vegas. Are they in their park?
No, they're still at the minor league stadium.
Okay, so whenever they get their stadium, they still haven't got their stadium done. And this won't be the case for them moving forward, where it's just basically Coors Field 3.0, where it's just a launching pad.
It's crazy that the Rockies just now set that record, though, with 23, that they didn't set it at Colorado.
Yeah.
Because that ballpark is always known for that.
I didn't realize, are minor league parks always that much smaller than MLB parks?
I don't think by that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they somewhat stayed true to actual like professional standards.
I feel like there's got to be something just with Vegas too.
What do you mean?
Like it's just so hot out there, the ball's going to fly or something like that too.
It's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like it's set. Wait, that's the new athletics park. No, I don't want
100 degrees and thin air.
I don't want
No
to.
humidity.
Yeah.
Let's see. Las Vegas ballpark. All right, arrived in Las Vegas. It's been very hitter friendly. Yeah. I want 17 home runs. Yeah. I get it. Just tell me the dimensions. Give me the dimensions. These games are being played at Las Vegas ballpark, home of the AAA affiliate Las Vegas Aviators. Okay, their future home on the Strip is under construction and should be open for the 2028 season. Las Vegas ballpark, where they're playing, is an open-air stadium. Conditions are very, very hitter-friendly. Why can't they just give me the damn dimensions? Elevation. Okay. I mean, I read that.
It's not that important. I think it's just the air.
It does seem like the air has something to do with it.
What's that? That could still be a factor in the new ballpark. Is it going to have some open air?
340 to right field. 340 to right and left field. That doesn't seem like super short, does it? 340 down the lines. That's not super short. 380 to left center and 415 to dead center. That seems okay. Okay. So, yeah, it must just be the air.
Maybe they just sent out juice balls for the weekend.
I've done that too. Good batch of headlines, Cody. We'll come back. We'll talk some sports. Stick with us.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Is your yard starting to look more wild and welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Did you know your Knoxville Smokies are halfway through their season? Yeah, only 6 homestands remaining. Don't miss your favorite promotions still to come. This week is a huge week full of great promotions, like All You Can Eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, and Friday is Country Night. Grab that cowboy hat and plan to stay late for post-game fireworks and concert. Looking for that perfect day with Dad? Sunday is Father's Day, and we welcome you to celebrate Dad with us at Covenant Health Park. It's a jam-packed week, so get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Tennessee baseball picked up an interesting commit. A award-winning commit as Air Force infielder Wyatt Anoian. How would you pronounce it?
Yesterday they kept pronouncing it annoying. Like they kept
Anoian.
Like using the H as like silent, annoying. Okay,
maybe they just don't.
I could see that. Wyatt Anoian. He committed to Tennessee over Florida and Ole Miss. He was a freshman All-American, switch hitter, big season at Air Force. Hey, the last time I saw an Air Force guy transfer up a level to the SEC, we ended up with Paul Skeens.
How about that? He was the Mountain West Freshman of the Year.
Yep, award-winning.
Yeah. One of their most impressive freshman campaigns in program history. Also all Mountain West first team, so he's exciting. He became the first Air Force player to win that award since Paul Skeens.
Says he wants to come here and be developed. Says he wants to come here and go to Omaha. And says he wants to come here and be drafted. The coaching staff and player development also want to win. So those three all tied into one. They have a great track record of winning. I want to go play in the postseason. I want to go to Omaha. That is the end goal. But I also want to get drafted. He is a draft eligible. He will be a draft eligible sophomore. So, there's a good chance you only have him for 1 year if things go according to plan.
He's kind of a versatile player, too. Apparently, he played at second base and then also played in right field, 7 games at third base, and 5 as just a designated hitter, says Ben McKee. So, mostly a second base guy, but he played a lot. They moved him around a lot.
Yeah, I'd imagine if there's not very many 5'9" outfielders running around in the SEC, are there? I feel like usually at that size you get kind of put at second base.
More of an infielder.
Yeah, typically.
Seems like that's most likely what he'll be doing.
Now, Drew Gilbert, he wasn't tall. He wasn't tall. He was a pretty good outfielder here, but I feel like typically that's a spot where you end up at second base. Now maybe he's got crazy arm strength or something out there that could compensate. But good get for Josh Elander, their third commitment out of the transfer portal. They've been kind of big game hunting here, fishing in big ponds, looking for some other players as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that other SEC teams wanted, so he's He was kind of sought after. He's the third transfer that we've gotten so far this offseason, joining Braden Kersey and Brody Trustclair.
Sam, let's get you fired up.
Yeah. I mean, this kid's a good, like y'all are saying, great middle infield piece. I mean, you look, I know that it's, Air Force, and you got to take a little bit of that with a grain of salt in terms of translating it to the next level. But a guy with like a 500 on base percentage this year with Air Force, I mean, that's someone that, with kind of where the offense was at times this year, just getting a guy that can get on base, I think, is important. Kind of gives me like some Garrett Wright vibes, maybe.
I think it's also something to see how, not too long after, while the World Series is still going on, Elander is still out there trying to make some moves happen and making moves happen.
Well, typically we were playing late in the season, and we'd always be on the wrong end of that in terms of teams getting a jump on us, being able to go out and start recruiting new players, while we were still worried about our current players and our current team. We have kind of that head start now. So, yeah, we need to kind of capitalize on that before the Texases and the Georgias of the world, which I guess Texas can now. But, before those teams can really start throwing some cash and resources at them. I got to say, though, for me, I do care about recruiting right now, but I think I'm just all focused on football recruiting. The baseball transfer portal, it's a nice get. Like, when I read about it, I'm like, okay, I see the vision here. But maybe it's also a little bit of like, man, I need to see these guys play at our level before I get too excited. That's kind of what I go back to. Like, when you gave me an Andrew Fisher and Liam Doyle that came from the SEC, okay.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, when you gave me those guys from the SEC, okay, had a lot of confidence in them. When you're giving me guys from different leagues, now I know they can be studs, but I kind of need to see them be studs before I get too fired up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got good numbers, great stats, but at Air Force, it's not the same level of play, obviously.
I mean, I don't like that argument because, a lot of these guys that play in different leagues are just waiting for that opportunity.
Sure.
I mean, heck, we tried to go to bat for a D2 guy.
Sure.
Osuna, even though that had happened, and granted, he was like the player of the year there, but.
Sure.
You think he's going to bat 357 at Tennessee?
Nah, but if he can bat anywhere from 265, which is what we've been getting from, Reese Chapman, Levi Clark, worse for Abernathy, who's batting 180 out there, Trenton, Oklahoma.
This guy should fix a problem.
Any positive momentum is positive.
Any talented offensive players, I'll welcome with open arms. Now, Bubba, I would say about Ozuna a couple things. A, they were just trying to keep his career alive and trying to do right by him. But B, he was also, you called him a D2 player. He was only at D2 because he had ran out of D1 eligibility. He was at North Carolina before that and was playing on a high level.
Yeah, I forgot he was at North Carolina.
Yeah, he was with a high level program and high level team. So he had proven he could do it at that level.
He's from California.
I'm just on DGG watch is where I'm at. Is kind of my focus.
But if Cody wants to look at it from that perspective, though, I mean, possibly to be worried about Tennessee baseball recruiting. I mean, getting guys from Air Force, from Mercer, and Northwestern State.
Some of those guys might be able to play. Yeah, some of those might be able to play.
But these days you got to build it in the portal.
DGG and DJ Jacobs. That's where my attention is.
DGJGGJ.
I'm ready for July 1st to get here so I can get all my Adidas gear. That's what I'm ready for.
Yeah. New shirts.
I'm counting down the days until Adidas puts out that orange and white jumpsuit.
Yes, more revenue. More revenue.
When I can get my windbreaker on and swoosh around here in my new Tennessee Adidas windbreaker.
Swoosh? We're going away from that.
Well, no, it makes a swoosh sound.
Yeah, but you can't say that anymore.
What do I call it? Swish?
I thought you hated that sound.
I don't necessarily like it, but I'm supporting the boys. I'm supporting Adidas because Adidas is helping us
start wearing tracksuits to support the boys.
Yeah, I'm going to start wearing Adidas tracksuits to support the boys.
When you Ultra Boost around here.
I'm going to get some Ultra Boost because I support the brand, the three stripes that are bringing us back to the top. They got us TK Keys. They might get us DGG and DJ Jacobs.
DJ.
Well, there's a DGG and a DJ.
I know it's so many jizz sounds.
I'm combining the two.
So many jizz. Well,
so I'm going to support the brand. I'm ready to get into Adidas. I'm ready for it.
I got a gray hoodie I never got rid of from 2013. I'll be wearing it a lot.
Well, it is funny. Like a month ago, they were running a big Nike clearance. I did buy a Nike Tennessee hoodie for like $20. And it's been sitting like in my little basket next to my door, and I finally opened it and put it on. It's so damn small. It's so undersized for what it should be. It still jumps out to me. I can't wait for Adidas to be back to get the damn sizes right. But also, I felt a little bit like a sellout seeing the big Nike swoosh up there.
Cody, you should take a picture of your tattered and torn gray Adidas sweatshirt and be like, are y'all going to bring this back?
Yeah.
Is this model coming back?
This is my favorite. It has a hole in it in the back. I got stuck on a chain link fence one time. Got a big hole right in the back.
Were you trying to climb the fence?
No, I don't remember what happened exactly. This guy's a switch hitter.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Ohtani when he swings, too. He's got like a very Japanese-looking swing.
He's from Costa Mesa. It's a beautiful town in Orange County.
So we thought we were getting our Shohei Ohtani last year. But you're saying now that actually this is our Shohei Ohtani. That it was never about being able to pitch and hit.
It just looks like it when he swings.
Yeah,
I don't know if this guy's going to be Shohei level or even
good
two-way player.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's not going to be at Shohei level.
You never know.
You do never know. You do never know.
Cody, you missed a really big headline.
We have another hour,
relevant
Sam.
Show.
We have another hour.
Just figured it would have gotten like.
Go ahead.
No,
please.
Was it Tennessee related?
No.
What was it?
It was not Tennessee related.
We can't do headlines in the middle of the hour.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to know.
No, we'll
come
just have to wait.
No.
Come on.
I'll let Sam start hour 3 headlines with it, but we're not doing that next. We got another segment. I'm fired up for the U.S. Open, so I'm talking U.S. Open next. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Start your morning off with your daily dose of Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends, everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Tired of spending your weekends working in the yard? Let ECR Total Landscapes handle it for you. We'll take care of de-weeding your flower beds, leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more. Let us do the heavy lifting so your landscape looks great. Right now, get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you mention promo code FANRUN. Reliable service, great results, and more free time for you. Call us today at 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Let's talk a little U.S. Open, brought to you by our friends over at Inward Half. Pick you up some new gear, inwardhalf.com. Sam, we need to pick a winner. We need to hone in on a winner. I need to find me a winner. I need to find me some parlays to win. I need to lock in here on this U.S. Open. I spent hours yesterday doing research.
Hours
yesterday doing research.
Well, what's your research telling you?
Researching all the different grass types, researching the weather, the winds, everything.
It's going to be windy.
Yeah, I did hear that they are bracing to basically have to suspend play tomorrow.
Just for wind?
Yeah, they're fearful. They're fearful that they are going to have to stop the afternoon session because they're expecting the wind to be so bad that, like, basically they won't be able to place the ball. Like on greens and stuff, like if you put the ball down, the wind's gonna blow it. They said
I'd be surprised if that happened.
I don't know.
I think that's like their goal. I think they want this thing probably to be about as tough as possible.
Well, yeah, I know, but if the ball won't stay on the green, there's nothing they could do about it.
I think that's why you're seeing them. There's a lot of videos of them, trying to keep these greens as watered as possible throughout the practice rounds and stuff like that.
Well, also,
I think maybe to hold back from some players just being like, this course is already unplayable before the week even starts.
Well, I also saw that they every day they get out and water it again at 2 p.m., which that's unusual, right? For golf tournaments to stop and water it during the actual round.
Yeah, you got to get your watering done the days leading up to it. So they do have a lot of pressure. I also have seen the same videos where they're just absolutely flooding these greens, it feels like.
Yeah, but they're going to do it during the rounds too, at 2 o'clock. They're going to get out there and water it.
Do you know? Because I don't have this information immediately at my disposal, and I haven't looked it up. But I assume because big tournament, they're going to stop after today, want to just play through the weekend, or if they're going to receive any pushback from, anything from the tour to maybe water it early.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that answer. Cody, on a scale of 0 to 100, where are you at on the U.S. Open? 1, 2, 3. Higher or lower than the U.S. World Cup run right now?
Lower.
Lower?
Yeah.
And you're pretty low on that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about watching the Americans play Friday.
Okay.
Against Australia.
All right.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking about tuning in for the Americans.
Giving it a go?
Maybe.
Okay.
The U.S. Open I won't watch. Where are they playing?
How you say it? Shinnecock?
Mm-hmm.
Up in New York.
Okay.
And this is traditionally a brutal course. The U.S. Open tries to be hard as it is, but this one in particular more brutal than others. Only 3 people ever have shot under par for an entire tournament there?
Yeah, the last time they had it here was 2018, and Brooks Koepka won it shooting over par.
It was close. He shot 1 over, right? But in terms of at a U.S. Open here, they've only had 3 guys shoot under par ever for an entire round, which I don't know if I necessarily like.
I love it. That's how major championship golf should be played.
Okay.
U.S. Open's my favorite major of the year.
Well, the gambling odd right now has the total score at 279.5, which it's a par 70. So basically you're betting, can someone shoot even or better
Sam, I feel like I would take the under there. I think someone's going to shoot even or better this round or this tournament. I think golfers are too good now. I think they've improved enough to where somebody's going to shoot at least par. Is that dumb to say?
It's not dumb to say. I think it's pretty much a coin flip on if they go out and, if they're able to go do that. Because we saw the PGA Championship be pretty damn hard this year too.
I need the fanfare. Do they serve egg salad sandwiches? Is anyone serving egg salad?
Why do you need it? Egg salad?
I need the fanfare.
You don't eat egg salad when you watch the Masters.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Then eat egg salad when you watch the U.S. Open.
This
is America's championship.
Is there a menu? Do I get to read the menu of last year's U.S. Open winner? I need the fanfare. I need all the
food fair, not the fanfare.
Do I get to see the azaleas, Sam? Do they have pretty, beautiful flowers at Shinnecock?
No, this course just looks like you're playing in like the dunes, and there's a lot of elevation changes, and
he needs the pomp and circumstance.
Is there a green jacket to the winner?
No,
but all that stuff.
He needs all the gimmicks.
All that stuff matters to me to watch
the
golf.
Gimmicks.
No, it all factors in.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gimmicks, I guess, but yeah, for sure, that all factors in for me. I guess I don't really watch golf for the golf,
Scotty looking for a career Grand Slam, would be the 7th man to ever do it. That's one of the big storylines is whether or not he can do it. He's 0 for his last 11 in terms of actual tournaments. He's on a little bit of a losing drought when it comes, or a winning drought. He's been doing plenty of losing. Winning drought when it comes to Scotty standards, 0 for 11. He's the favorite going into this. 5 of the top 8 best odds are foreigners, Sam, for our championship, the U.S. Open.
What is this, the NBA?
Kind of. You going with an American, Sam, or are you going with the foreigner?
I'd probably pick a foreigner, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
5 of the top 8 odds are foreigners. Who are you leaning towards right now?
Not Scotty. I don't know. I can't nail him down this year. He just doesn't really. It just doesn't feel like he can piece it together, all the time. I know he's going to be hanging around there, but I just feel like this is going to be a tournament that, takes every single club in your bag type of thing. And it just feels like Scotty's like one club off in a lot of these tournaments. Something in his game's not really piecing together. I'm probably just rolling with, to me, I'm going with Rory, John Rahm, or Matt Fitzpatrick.
Are those all foreigners?
Those are all foreigners.
All 3 foreigners.
Oh.
I thought this was interesting, though.
Hot-blooded.
Do you take this into account at all? Because you mentioned Rahm, Rory, and Fitzpatrick. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They all 3 have won major championships, right? I know Rahm and Rory obviously have, but Fitzpatrick's got one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know, Sam, that 13 of the last 17 U.S. Open winners have been first-time major winners? So of the last 17 years, 13 of them have been new. So you would be bucking that trend there by saying you're going for a repeat champion.
I just feel like this is going to be such a tough test that like you're not going to see guys that haven't done it in the big stage on a really tough course in really tough conditions before. Or at least just like from a gambling perspective, I have a hard time just going out there and taking a flyer on some guy that just hasn't gone out there and shown it at this type of stage versus someone that I have seen in those big moments before.
Is it because it's Shinnecock in particular?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, because I was going to say, 13 of 17 being first-time winners at the U.S. Open means that typically someone does come up and grab it out of nowhere. But if you're saying it's just because they're playing at maybe the toughest place of the U.S. Open, I got this foursome circled. You can get this foursome bet at plus 460.
Way to go.
Do you think this bet, Sam, plus 460, I'm going to take...
Is this like one of these 4 guys to win it?
Yeah, you get all 4 of them.
Okay.
Instead of betting 4 guys separately, they just now combine them and you can do these 4-man combinations. I got 2 separate ones. One at plus 460 and one at plus 410. I haven't put a bet in yet, but I want your advice. One of them I'm looking at, because I agree with you on Fitzpatrick. I like Fitzpatrick. He's down to 20 to 1, I believe.
Yeah, I think I saw him at 22 to 1 somewhere else.
Yeah, 20. I was looking on FanDuel this morning. It was 20 to 1 there, so you might still be able to get better odds somewhere. I haven't put any bets in yet. But Fitzpatrick, Fleetwood.
Yep, I like him too. He played really well at the last Shinnecock Open.
Yeah, I mean, he had one of the best rounds ever, right?
Yeah,
he shot like
he
a
shot
63.
7 under, I think,
Yeah,
on
he shot a
Sunday,
63 and I think lost to Brooks by 1.
Mhm.
Plus, I feel like they said that he's good at this type. Well, he's good in wind, first of all, being the foreigner.
He's just a very well-rounded player, too.
And this is kind of links golf, too, so like he's got that.
Yeah, I like Tommy a lot this week.
Fleetwood's got the he leads in shots gained around the green, 6th in driving accuracy, 10th in tee to green. So like those stuff matters a lot at this course. So I do like him. So okay, so it sounds like we got Fitzpatrick, we got Fleetwood, and we got Xander and Cam Young.
Yeah,
all 4 of those guys.
Yeah,
I don't like rooting for Xander, but I feel like he usually performs pretty well.
I saw a jarring statistic about Xander. I'm trying to find it on social media because it was a crazy. It was something about how he is just so consistent in U.S. Opens specifically.
I don't like him, but I feel like if I put him in that foursome, that's some good protection. And then Cam Young, I feel like he kind of fits some of the billing too of a guy ready to break through and win.
Yeah, he's not playing great like recently, but he's obviously like what he's been doing so far this year has been significant enough to keep him in there.
Well, I also feel like he's got a little bit of the Brooks Koepka thing where he's going to rise to the occasion at bigger places, bigger moments.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get that one at plus 460, or I can take Fleetwood, Fitzpatrick, Cam Young, and John Rahm at plus 410.
Fleetwood, Fitzpatrick, Cantlay.
No, Cam Young. So the only difference is between Rahm. I'm swapping out Rahm and Xander for either plus 460 or plus 410. Would you like Rahm or Xander better?
Feel like probably Rahm, but it's just so hard for me to tell with those live guys because you can't tell what form they're in.
Yeah.
But Rahm put it together pretty well at the PGA. I mean, he could have won that thing.
Yeah. Cody, how about a couple long shots at like 70, 80, 90, 100 to 1 to maybe you can throw $1 on to win 100, $1 on to win 80, $1 to win 90?
That I can do.
Would that get you interested at all? At least checking on the leaderboard?
If I happen to find out that they're near the top of the leaderboard Sunday.
I found the Xander stat for you, John.
Give it to me.
His 9 career U.S. Open starts, he's finished inside the top 14 in every single one.
Yeah, so I kind of liked having him there too. Maybe I sprinkle him. Maybe I do him and sprinkle Rahm or something. I don't know. Because I'd be mad if I picked the other one and the other one won. Damn, that's how they get you in roulette. That's how I end up with playing 14 different numbers.
I just pick black or red.
Yeah, I like playing the numbers.
I do sometimes. You ever put a coin down on the quad box?
A coin?
A token?
You ever put one of your coins down?
I don't.
You ever toss a quarter
like
down?
in the where it's at the four corners of the box?
I typically do. I'll do doubles. I'll do splits, but not typically a 4-way.
You ever pick odd or even?
I got in so much trouble as a kid at JCPenney's because, like you talked about with coins, I used to think the security things were coins, and me and my cousin collected them all.
Yeah.
So we were like ripping them off the clothes or finding ones in the floor and like putting them all in our pockets.
Yeah, that's
pretending like we were Sonic trying to collect coins.
You ever have one of them things blow up on you, the ink that splatters?
And then we
everywhere?
left. Well, this is the 90s. They didn't put ink in it at that point. So we leave, and the alarm system just starts going crazy as if we had stolen a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
So then, we have to take our pockets out and then just have all these sensors, all the security stuff.
I miss the 90s.
What do you miss the most?
Just when we were together as a people. Just there wasn't all this divisiveness, and it was before social media. Social media has been a real cancer on the human race. Probably the worst thing we've ever had. I mean, other than like genocides and stuff,
You think you also just
it's not social media anymore. You know what it is now? It's interest media. It used to be cool. The idea of it used to be cool. Like, you remember when Facebook first hit? And it's like, wait, all me and all my friends can gather in this place together, like online. Like, it was so cool when Facebook first came.
I was on MySpace prior to that.
Well, I was too.
Yeah.
But they were both cool because it was like a new thing, and it was just about you and your friends. But now it's not that. It's not that at all.
Who coined the phrase interest media?
Now it's just about clips, basically. I did.
You didn't coin that. Who did you hear say that?
I think it was that Gary V guy.
Because it sounds pretty good, actually.
Some guy on the radio.
But now I did hear it on the radio. It was on the Covino and Rich show, but they were talking about Gary V. But it was, that's what it is. You know, it's basically just clips now of just what catches your attention. In the 90s, you didn't have any of that. You just sat around at the park smoking cigarettes and talking to people.
Do you think you also just miss like not having any responsibilities and just your ma to
I know part of
pick you up and hold you?
I know part of it's nostalgia.
Just being a kid, you miss your youth.
Yeah, but it was a simpler time too, man. Times are difficult now. Things are expensive and everybody's got mental health problems. I mean, we're talking about guys shooting par at the U.S. Open. That's crazy. That used to not happen. So times are different. Times are changing. But
Actually, in 1995, Corey Pavin did shoot even to win.
It's very rare.
Yeah,
very rare for it to happen.
Yeah.
So. Jimmy Himes was on the radio talking golf. Now we got to listen to you and Sam talking golf.
Did you watch any clips from JD Vance?
A real professional, Jimmy Himes.
JD Vance on The View. Did you check
that
out?
I did see that. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently Joy Behar told him backstage that he was all right for a Republican.
The fact that like the toughest media that we make our politicians do these days are Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
In like a really, really sad way.
Yeah. No.
The only time that like he's actually gotten asked any like real questions was as he's trying to sell his book to us. And Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar holding his feet to the fire.
He always looks like he's wearing a eyeliner.
Because he is.
Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know.
I'll be sprinkling in some Chris Goddard up at 40-1 as well, Sam.
I was going to bring him up actually.
Yeah, I'm going to be sprinkling some Goddard up. He fares well in the wind. He's a big major golfer. He shows up when it matters. Joaquin Neiman at 80-1. Got my eye on him too, at least for a little sprinkle.
Bryson to miss the cut.
That's only like plus 140.
Yeah, look at how he's fallen.
It does feel like
without even money to make the cut.
I mean, it does feel like the way he's driving the ball, like he's going to be in the rough the entire time. He's missed the cut in 3 of the last 4 majors, both this year, and I think 3 of the last 4. Yeah, I don't disagree, but at the same time, he has put it together at U.S. Opens before. But yeah, I don't disagree, Sam, that getting plus money on him to miss the cut is at least somewhat intriguing. And I'll sprinkle Alex Fitzpatrick at 100-1. A little Bridgman, 100-1. I'll send them to you, Cody. That way you can put a couple bucks on them.
Okay, I'll do it.
Rooting
if you send them to me, I'll do it.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. Again, check out inwardhalf.com. Get you some new golf gear for the weekend. Got some Tuesday trivia on Wednesday coming up in hour 3. But we'll kick it off with headlines. Sam's got the floor first. I've been waiting to find out what the hell he was talking about for 30 minutes. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen, ayy. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10. All the ops take
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It's Wednesday. That means we'll have some general team trivia tonight at Barley's. If you're looking for something to do, grab your friends, head to the Old City, try out some general team trivia, enjoy some of their food and delicious beverages. If you can't make it out tonight, make it out tomorrow for sports trivia. We'll have trivia coming up next segment, but for now we got headlines. Sam, I've been waiting. What do you got for me?
Well, I would have thought that Cody would have led off headlines last hour with maybe the most historic divorce in American.
There's a reason why the rearview mirror is much smaller than the windshield.
I gathered after reading through my bookmarks that that's what you were probably talking about. I figured this.
I figured with two people on this show with such strong feelings towards Jelly Roll, would at least get some, some 1A headline opportunity there.
Yeah, it was in my bookmarks. I was trying to get through all the sports stuff, and it was a day old, and so I hadn't got there yet. But you're right; it is big news that meth-addled Ozempic, shriveled up, raisin-looking drug addict with face tattoos and no talent is getting divorced from his wife, and good for her. I mean, I expect her life to improve drastically.
They have paraded this man around on all of our television sets, on our sports weekends, and big events from College Game Day to Tennessee basketball games. Talking about how he's so thankful and grateful for the journey. while he's taking medicine to lose the weight, he's losing his family.
I'll be grateful when I don't have to hear his name anymore ever again. He doesn't seem like a guy that can stay famous.
But you can check out his bar on Broadway, though.
I disagree.
I have not been in there, thankfully.
I disagree in the sense of being able to stay famous. Now, maybe not at the level that he's at, but like I do feel like we always love our white country influencer types, our inspirational types.
Nobody talks about Brantley Gilbert anymore.
Brantley Gilbert never was like involved with like the Grammys at all.
Nobody talks about Nick Lachey anymore.
That's not true. Nick Lachey is still doing pretty well on Netflix. I don't know if you've ever heard of Love is Blind, but he's got maybe the biggest reality show going right now, at least on streaming.
I haven't heard of it.
You've never heard of Love is Blind?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I haven't ever.
Yeah, they go around to these different cities and they get these people in these damn pods, and then like 15 guys and 15 girls are in this place. And
it's all autistic people, right?
No, that's Love on the Spectrum.
Oh.
Now, these people might have autism too, but it's not specifically for people with autism. So they make them date without seeing each other. They just have to basically have like blind phone calls where they talk to each other. And then they basically get all horned up and decide they want to try to find somebody to. Then they make them propose before they get out. The guy asks the girl to marry her before he even sees her. He's like, "Will you marry me?" And then she's like,
ridiculous.
"Yes." So then they send them on then they get to meet. And sometimes it's pretty awkward where you're like, wow, this is the bugbear I was talking to. Maybe the most famous one.
I've drawn Jelly Roll.
Maybe the most famous one. Now, that's the thing is most of them are usually at least like a 7. Yeah. Very, very rarely is there somebody that's not at least a 7.
It's not going to be some ugly guy.
But there was one girl that was not very cute, but also on top of not being very cute.
Big Schnauzer.
She told the guy that she looked like Megan Fox. So then when he comes out, he's looking at her, and then like they flash back to him talking to the camera. He's like, she does not look like Megan Fox. So that one was pretty funny and pretty awkward. But so yeah, Nick Lachey does that show. So then if they get proposed, they get to go like on a free trip to like Mexico where they all go together. Then they get to go, bang and do all that stuff. And then after that, they make them move in an apartment together, like in the city as they get ready for this marriage, all culminating to the finale on whether or not these people get married. And like basically,
and the whole time you don't know if she can cook.
Well, they live together for a little bit, so I guess they learn if they can cook or not. But like typically, when they live together, really the guy's like, "I don't like this girl anymore," or the girl's like, "I don't like this guy anymore."
How sad that must be when the cameras go away. Like the rush, I imagine, really fades.
Yeah, like I said, like there have been some people stay together, but like I think they just maybe are staying together because it's good for their social media following. I don't know. 9 times out of 10, they don't actually go through with the marriage. I've only watched like 2 seasons. I'm far from an expert, but Nick Lachey is still doing it. Just for the record, he's
okay.
I'm not gonna say he's more famous now.
I was unfamiliar with your game, Nick Lachey.
I'm not gonna say he's more famous now than ever before, but a lot of people watch Love Is Blind. A lot of people.
Kevin Federline. Nobody cares about him.
That's
anymore.
true. That's true.
That's Jelly Roll to me. He's Kevin Federline.
Yeah.
I understand he's accomplished more.
Yeah.
He's a joke to me. I hope he goes away.
Jelly Roller Rob Schneider.
Yeah, give me Rob Schneider. At least he's respectable. He's really not. He ruined the life of a dwarf. Google Rob Schneider ruins the life of a dwarf.
But see, like, do you consider Rob Schneider famous?
Well, yeah.
Well, Jelly Roll will always be at least Rob Schneider level famous, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, till he ODs.
Well, yeah, if he dies, that's a different story.
I mean, yeah, he'll be he'll be famous, but not like we won't have to hear about the guy every day is what I'm waiting for.
Do you think this causes him to revert back to his old ways?
Hope so.
No, I think from what I've gathered on the internet is basically he's now leaving her because his grift's heading in a different direction. She's more of like she was down with him when he was the fat drug addict and all that. But now he's going straight. He's going even further right and like trying to probably upgrade. Maybe he ends up with, another Riley Gaines, maybe. I don't know. He ends up. They do a podcast.
I'm sorry. What are the 4 points I should be talking on?
How shameful was that? My gosh. What are the pillars? Okay, we love the First Amendment, the Second Amendment.
Didn't she also finish like 6th in that race?
Yeah, I think 5th. But
she got famous because the transgender person won the race, but she did. It's not like she was second place.
I don't think. Did the transgender person even win the race? Or
I
just
don't
beat
know.
her.
These details don't matter. But she, like, the point is she wasn't even a winner. Like,
it took her from 5th place to 4th place.
She just said, "Get this trans person out of my pool," is what she said.
Is Riley Gaines a step ahead or a step below your girl Chrissy Foyd?
Oh God,
because they're kind of similar to me.
She went on a little rant over the weekend too, where she's like, "Hey, this media person."
Keep following her. Keep following those tweets. You'll see that attention.
She was like, "I'm still leaving these bikini pics up from when I was back in college, and this guy went back and liked them."
Hey, me and the group chat been saying this for years, but now people are catching on. If you read through her comments now, it's just like, my God, you and the attention seeking, it's insane. Like, she's literally insane.
Well, it's kind of like Love is Blind. You start getting that attention. You got to find out how to
get famous. Maybe she can be maybe she can do that someday.
Well, she got some attention, just from the Diana Rossini stuff. But now she's trying to figure out, how do I keep the attention?
OnlyFans.
Keeping the attention.
It's the Cassie model. You go with the Cassie from Euphoria. You get the attention when you get spotted. You get your 15 minutes of fame. You got to turn that into something greater.
I don't know how many people would line up to pay this Chrissy girl, but maybe. Who knows? I know at least one guy.
I certainly wouldn't sign up.
She just cracks me up with her Sun Tzu Art of War quote, and has the header on her Twitter account.
The most annoying thing she does is she tries to act like Mike Leach was like some big, like, personal friend of hers. I guarantee you, if Mike Leach was alive, he'd be like, "Who is that? I don't know who that is." But because he's dead, he has no defense against it.
Chrissy, the pretty young blonde girl.
She acts like Mike Leach was like some personal friend, and she's insufferable, and I hate her.
Why does she have the Art of War as her?
I don't know, man. A friend of Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton's fiance died during the bachelorette trip 2 days after her 26th birthday. Did you see this story?
Is it weird the way TMZ was reporting that?
Well, that's what people were commenting on the headline, saying the headline was weird, I guess.
Like bringing Tyrese Halliburton and Tyrese Halliburton's fiance into it, like as the selling point, just seems a little weird to me.
I mean, the girl was on Tyrese Halliburton's fiance's bachelorette trip, and she died. So, I mean, I guess it's newsworthy because he's a celebrity, I guess.
That, to me, that should be out of the scope of TMZ.
Too many degrees of separation.
TMZ, I will allow them to cover famous people in a gross way because you somewhat sign up for being famous. That's a part of the trade-off, Yeah. But like this, A, Tyrese Halliburton is not that famous. He's just a basketball player. But B, like, his fiance is not famous.
He's pretty famous. He's in the NBA.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like he's signed up to be famous. He just signed up to play basketball. It's a little bit different in the entertainment industry. But if it was Tyrese Halliburton or his fiance, I would allow it. But like, it being like just a friend on the bachelorette trip seems a little too far gone.
Well, the way TMZ put it, exclusive. Tyrese Halliburton's fiance, Jade Jones's friend, dies during bachelorette party. And yeah, some people are criticizing him, but I don't know if people are actually criticizing him or if it's just this snowball thing where one person says like, "Oh, this is such a trash headline," and then everybody else says it. I never know if.
Well, it was just a little gross because the way I read it was that Tyrese Halliburton's fiance died.
Well, it was the fiance's friend.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, the South Korea World Cup team has cut ties with their local media after audio emerged of journalists criticizing Son Heung-min, and the South Koreans are very upset about this. So they have cut ties with the local media. A lot of drama with the South Korean World Cup going on there. It's pretty wild stuff there. How about the finals being the most watched since 1998? Game 5 peaked at 33 million. the best NBA Finals since 1998, or maybe not the best, but at least the most watched. The drama wasn't there like 2016. I still take Cavs Warriors over that, but or 2017, was it 16 or 17? The years run together. Still, this is the most watched since Jordan. So it may have saved the NBA. Some people are saying that this Knicks championship run saved the NBA. You agree with that?
It saved the NBA. I mean, I think the NBA was in a pretty good spot, or at least not as bad of a spot as everyone was acting prior to it. I don't know if it necessarily needed saving, but I thought it was really good basketball. The most people watched it since 1998, so they saw a good product. Do I think those people are going to come back in the regular season next year? Probably not. So, like, I think it's good for viewership for that, to be able to sell that. And, you know, it beat every single college football game from 2024. It beat every single college football game from 2025 / the bowl season, other than the national championship. So, like, from that standpoint, it's really good.
I think I'm more interested in the NBA than I've ever been.
Okay. Well, then that's a success.
I think I could almost name a player on every playoff team.
Okay.
Almost. At least one player on every
All right.
playoff team.
Portland Trailblazers.
Who?
Portland Trailblazers.
Shuffle. New team.
Shuffle. Yes. Skip.
You're skipping that one? Okay.
Damian Lillard was he there at one point in time? Yeah, let's skip that one. I didn't even know they made the playoffs. Were they in the play-in, or were they actually in the?
They were the play-in, but they qualified for the playoff. They played the Spurs in the first round.
They did? Mm-hmm. I didn't watch any of that series.
Okay,
skip that one.
I will say, not the spirit of the rule, but Damian Lillard did used to be on the Trailblazers, and he actually re-signed with them after he tore his Achilles, so he is technically on the team.
1 for 1.
But he didn't play at all this year.
1 for 1.
So I'm going to say...
You just said name a player on their roster, though.
I know,
name a player on their roster.
But I'm giving him 0 out of 1.
But he's on the roster?
Maybe half credit. If he was on...
Let's try a new team.
But if it was a math test, Sam, and you had to show your work, it'd be like, okay, you get partial credit, but you couldn't actually
We didn't have to show our work in Arkansas Public School.
Ever?
They said show your work, but as long as you got the answer right.
Okay.
I heard that Arkansas's favorite state's Mississippi because it keeps them from being the worst.
Let's go with the Detroit Pistons.
Cade Cunningham.
Okay, just
kidding
checking.
Me? He's
just
a top
checking.
10 player in the NBA.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know what the Pistons play. The Cade Cunningham, one of the greats of the league.
The Phoenix Suns.
Kevin Durant used to be there, and now Devin Booker is still with the Suns.
Orlando Magic.
I knew you were going to do the damn Magic because that was one I was thinking. I was like, I don't know if I know a player on the Magic. Paolo Banchero?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
The Toronto Raptors.
The Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard was there, 2019. I don't know if I know that one. I don't think I know any of the Raptors.
Not even enough to guess?
Porzingis?
No.
I just know that name.
No, he's never played with the Raptors.
Okay. I don't know. It does. Yeah. I don't know if I know any other Raptors players ever other than Kawhi.
Vince Carter?
Oh, Vince Carter, sure. Great dunk man.
Yeah.
One of the great dunkers of our time.
DeMar DeRozan? You remember him on the Raptors?
I remember the name.
Yeah. Sam, can you name any Raptors?
RJ Barrett.
Okay, there you go. Bubba, can you name a Raptor?
Grady Dick.
Yeah. All right. Cody, one more chance?
I don't know anymore.
Their best player is Scotty Barnes. Still another. I was going to say, I don't even know if I'd say it if it'll ring a bell to you.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram?
I've heard of Harrison Barnes. I've heard of Brandon Ingram. He used to be a Laker.
Okay.
Was also a Pelican.
He's kind of their second best player.
Okay. I was talking more so about like relevant teams.
They went to 7 games in the first round.
Yeah, but like, good, really good teams.
You did pretty good,
relevant
other than the Blazers and the Raptors.
You didn't ask me any of the. You didn't ask me the Knicks.
I figured you could name some Knicks.
Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. What do you make of Karl Anthony Towns? $227 million over the next 4 years. Are they going to pay him because, Brunson chose not to take the money, which is kind of a weird locker room dynamic, right?
I mean, Brunson still took a lot of money, but yeah, he didn't take everything he could get.
Right, but he decided not to take as much because he wanted to win a championship. Now, if Towns becomes, weighs him down with this one big contract, they might not be able to keep some of those pieces.
How about the video of OG Anunoby on Good Morning America? Just a zombie.
He was high. He was zooted. He was zooted.
His choice was just like, I'm going to act like I'm not in this room, and maybe I won't have to answer this question.
That man was high as a kite.
Yeah. Now, I will say, Cody, I believe Karl-Anthony Towns signed that contract originally with Minnesota before they traded him, I think.
But the Knicks have a choice on whether or not to pay him, right?
They have a choice on whether or not they could trade him. But they can't just decide not to.
Is he worth that type of money?
It's very hard to be worth that type of money since they changed the rules on you.
Rob Schneider ain't even got that much money.
With the second apron and the way you get penalized for having a high salary, like it is tough. I don't know if they could get away with trading Karl-Anthony Towns, though, after the run he just had and carrying them to the championship. He was probably their best player through the entire playoffs. Now, Brunson, brung it home and got the finals MVP. But, if you look at the whole playoff run in totality, I would say Cat was their MVP.
They don't win that championship without Cat.
Oh, yeah, they definitely don't win it without him. But I would say they wouldn't have won it without OG Anunoby or obviously Jalen Brunson either.
It's going to be an interesting move.
I would say that you ride the high of winning a championship and keep the team together for at least a year. And then we'll have this discussion in 2027 after the season.
Two other notes for you. World Cup tournament co-favorite Spain drawed 0-0 with first-time participant Cape Verde, despite outshooting them 27-6. How about that? Spain and Cape Verde tie at 0-0. And Floyd Mayweather is facing felony charges for passing a bad check. Charges allege theft and intent to defraud by passing a bad check to purchase a $200,000 watch in Las Vegas. Has Floyd blown through all this money again?
Yeah, it does seem that he is broke.
Did he not make like $2 billion?
I think it goes back to what you're talking about with Love is Blind and those people of you need that feeling, chasing that high. I imagine whenever you have $100, $200 million, you spend as if you have $100 or $200 million. And whenever you're getting 60, 70, $80 million checks once or twice a year, you get accustomed to that lifestyle.
Sure.
But then the $100 million checks quit coming in, but you're still spending as if you have it. He wrote a bad check buying a $200,000 watch.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. Yeah. But I'm saying he doesn't need a $200,000 watch right now. You would think he has enough watches in his repertoire from the past, but he's still spending as if he is making that much money.
Rob Schneider got more money than Floyd Mayweather.
At some point, I imagine Floyd will get back in the ring, and he's fighting Mike Tyson soon,
I was going to say, I can't wait to see the spirit of Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather go at it.
No.
Presented by Kalshi.
No. I'm pretty sure they're fighting.
Yeah, that would have been fun 20 years ago.
20 years ago, Mike Tyson would have broke him in half because he's so much bigger and heavier. But they're fighting in 2000. Yeah, they're fighting this summer.
That's ridiculous.
It is. It is very ridiculous, and people shouldn't watch it. But
two big names.
They'll get some type of payday off of it. But when you wonder, why are they having to do this? It's because of stuff like that.
Can an average man off the street beat up Mike Tyson now, you think?
Huh?
At this point in his stage of his life, do you think an average man off the street could beat up Mike Tyson?
No.
In good shape?
No. The Spurs fan or that Philadelphia fan who went to New York wearing the Dennis Rodman jersey, maybe he could, but that's about it. That's the only man on the street I was thinking. I don't.
He's not that old yet.
He's pretty old, man.
Have you never seen
watch his last fight?
Yeah, but have you never seen those footages of just people fighting or boxing, old boxers that still have the movements and stuff?
He doesn't have that anymore, though.
Compared to whom? Compared to Jake Paul in that ring or whatever? Maybe not, but compared to me or you on the street, we're not gonna be able to hit him.
That's why I'm saying
You said average man on the street. We're pretty big old boys.
This guy was.
How old is Mike Tyson now?
He was the most dangerous man in the world. but that was 30 years ago.
No, the average person, Sam, like we'd be on the upper end of the average person.
I'd run
at our size.
I would try to run away,
and we have zero chance of beating Mike Tyson up. Now, if you tell me like the average like UFC fighter or the average guy, or you're just like an average like you start at 250 pounds and up with fighting experience.
How about an NFL player?
And
how about Myles Garrett right now?
Yeah. Myles Garrett, get a hold of him and get him down. But like
Myles Garrett would kill Mike Tyson.
In terms of boxing, I don't know. If you're talking about a boxing match where you can't like just tackle somebody,
not watch him with Mason Rudolph, brother. Mike Tyson's gonna get cremated live on air.
If you give Myles Garrett a helmet to swing at his head, sure.
He's got boxing gloves on. Myles Garrett's a big man.
He is. No, he is. I'm just saying I don't know if he's trained in fighting or not. If you're just looking
I don't think he has to be.
If you're looking at
he's
the
got
point
enough
system.
power in those fists.
I think I'm taking Myles Garrett.
Just okay.
But what about
what would you set the odds at? I'd set that at like minus 1,000.
How about like a college football player?
I think you're severely underestimating like the skill level of boxing.
If it's a boxing match.
I definitely respect boxers, but I just feel like at the age of Mike Tyson right now, it's just he ain't moving.
Well, also, is it 1 round or is it 6 rounds? I mean,
I don't know, man. Like some of that footage of what he released before the Jake Paul fight, it looked like he still had plenty, like, I don't want to say left in the tank to be like a professional fighter, but like to whip plenty of ass.
Yeah, I mean,
now Myles Garrett's a different story because Myles Garrett's 6'7" and like 240 pounds, 250 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know what that would look like in a ring. I mean, I'd probably take Tyson if it was a boxing match, but if it was just a fight, I mean, Myles Garrett. Yeah, it's a fun hypothetical.
All right, let's play some Tuesday trivia on Wednesday. Coming up next.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the VOLS or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity thief. Over $6 billion in tax refunds were flagged by the IRS for possible identity theft last year. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. They monitor and alert you to identity threats you'd miss on your own. even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists ready to help solve your identity theft issue. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. Let LifeLock help protect your financial info, so all you have to worry about is what you do with your tax refund. Go to LifeLock.com, save up to 25% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, promo code HERD, to save up to 25% off your first year. LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
All right, let's play a little Tuesday trivia on Wednesday. Sam, you got the topics?
We've got the topics today.
Did you come up with these?
Came up with a few. Got sent a few.
Okay.
One of them is Bubba inspired from a listener.
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
What topics we got?
We have general, music I think Bubba likes, college nicknames, World Cup, what country are you in if ...
Okay, this feels like a loss for me. General music I think Bubba likes, college nicknames, World Cup, what country are you in? I'll go first. Give me college nicknames.
College nicknames for 3.
Please be easy.
Lipscomb.
Where the hell is Lipscomb at? I know it's in Tennessee, but like, where is it at? Lipscomb. No, son of a gun. I don't know it.
It's in Nashville.
Oh, it's in Nashville?
Mm-hmm.
The Governors.
Is it Bison?
It is the Bisons.
Damn it. Wish I had gotten that. All right. I'll do what country are you in if this for 3.
What country are you in if you are staring out at the cliffs of Moher?
Ireland.
That is correct.
Give me music I think Bubba likes for 3.
Music I think Bubba likes. This newer emo band from Lansing, Michigan had breakthrough singles such as How Do You Know It's Not Armadillo Shells and Gans Media Retro Games.
I don't know any damn emo bands.
I wouldn't have gone to that category if you paid me.
Bad strategy. Bad strategy by me.
They are right on this band. I love this band.
There's only one band I even know that's somewhat emo, The Paradox.
Bubba?
It's Hot Mulligan.
It is Hot Mulligan.
Yeah.
Never heard of Hot Mulligan.
Terrible decision by me.
Let's go college nicknames for 2.
College nicknames for 2. Boston College.
Well, I know it's the Eagles, but for some reason I want to say Golden Eagles. But that would not be. Did Kent State pop in my head? Oh, no, the Boston College Golden. No, it is Golden Eagles.
It is the Eagles.
Oh, damn.
That's a big mess. Give me general for 3.
That's terrible.
General for 3. Who was the ancient Greek god of the sun?
Of the sun.
Damn, I really confused myself there. That was terrible.
This is even worse. I don't know the damn Greek god of sun. This is something I've heard a million times. The Aries.
Apollo.
Damn it, yeah. How stupid. How dumb of me.
Rocky start for John, but
Yeah,
Cody
terrible.
has left the door open as well.
That was a terrible miss by me. That's pathetic, honestly.
Oh, God.
What country am I in for 2?
Where would you be if you were visiting Machu Picchu?
Peru.
That is correct.
Okay.
All right, give me music, I think. No, just kidding. World Cup for 3.
World Cup for 3.
I'm not going to get this either.
Which nation has participated in every edition of the World Cup?
I'm going to go with Brazil.
Brazil is correct.
Okay.
5-3?
It is 5-3, middle 4th.
Could be worse. We're still somewhat alive.
Let's go general for 2.
General for 2. How many dots appear on a set of dice?
Well,
10 seconds.
do you mean I don't understand the question. Can you repeat the question?
How many dots appear on a set of dice?
10 seconds.
21.
You'll be looking for 42.
You did a die.
A set.
Set of dice is 2. Oof. Oh, we got a game now. Got
a trick question.
You asked me to say the question again.
We got a game now. Okay, let's see here. Let's try.
These are terrible misses. I should be up 9-0 or 3. So it's 5-3 going into round 5.
Give me nicknames for 4.
Damn it.
College nicknames for 4. Bucknell.
I believe they are the Bison.
They are the Bisons.
Let's go.
Well, that's kind of ridiculous, given the last one was the Bison.
Okay, so was the last one Bison?
It was, yes.
Okay, because in my head, I was like, is this a trick question? But I was like, wait, the last one was Eagles. What was Bison?
Lipscomb.
I feel like...
Okay, so 3 was there. Okay.
The 2 was Boston College.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Because I was like, Bison in my head, but I was like, it's a trick question. But I was like, wait, it's the Eagles. So I was like, was Bison even an answer, or am I just making this up in my head?
Oh, boy.
Even more credit for me,
What
then.
terrible mismanagement this has been.
Let's go.
Let's go. What country am I in for 4?
Damn it. He's got a layup here.
What country are you in if you're standing on the island of Svalbard?
It's somewhere in Eastern Europe. I mean, it seems like it would be. Can you spell Svalbard?
No. This is a damn spelling bee.
I'm asking Sam.
No.
It's pretty much spelled how it's pronounced.
That's what I figured. Greece.
Norway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very frustrating.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're heading into the 6th round. Is that correct? Did I mark this down right? thought we were heading to the 7th round.
We're going into 6.
We're going.
I
into
don't really
6.
keep up with the rounds.
No, I know. Usually I do.
We're going into 6, and you were up 7-5.
Okay.
Oh, that's pitiful. Boston College.
Give me general for 4.
Now you're taking all my my categories.
General for 4.
Let's make Cody get a World Cup or Bubba question right.
That ain't happening.
Name the 4 animals on Earth that actively hunt humans for food.
That's kind of hard.
There are 4 animals on Earth that hunt us?
I'm glad I didn't go to this one.
I mean, it's fun, but there are 4. So there's 4 animals alive that hunt us for food. And is a wolf one of them?
Negative.
Is a lion one of them?
Negative.
All right, that's all my guesses. Hold on, let me think. A shark? Is a shark one of them?
That's
negative.
What about a bear?
You don't get to
Negative.
just keep saying animals.
Well, those aren't my official answer. Sam didn't have to answer. I have no clue. Cats?
You'd be looking for polar bears, tigers, Nile crocodile, and leopards.
Okay.
That's extremely difficult for a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever the hell wrote that question could go to hell.
Man, I don't know if I can get anything left on the board. There's no 3s left. I could go for a 1. That ain't going to do me any good. Because then it'd be 7-6, and then you'd just get an easy something. Okay, wait. So it's the middle of the 6th, right? And you're up 7-5. World Cup for 2 still available, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go for it.
Why are you saying
World
it like
Cup
that?
for 2?
Because you're not going to get it.
World Cup for 2.
You don't know anything about soccer?
World Cup for 2.
It's a 2-pointer, though.
Who is the only player to ever win 3 World Cup titles?
Pele?
Pele is correct.
What a joke of a 2-pointer.
Tied at 7.
What was a 1-pointer? What sport is the World Cup?
Which major global conflict caused the 1942 and 1946 World Cups to be canceled?
All right, I want World Cup for 1.
Tie ball game.
That was it.
No, that's what I want. World War II.
That is correct.
Okay. I will go college nicknames for 1.
Well, hold on, that wasn't actually my. Were you giving me a point for that?
You're not actually
no,
doing
I was
that?
just joking. I mean, he gave me the question before I picked it. Like,
okay.
I assumed you didn't actually want that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Whoa.
I was just going to tie it up and send it to overtime.
Well, no, I mean, we could just do overtime if you want, but I would rather.
But he said, no, I want it.
It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, yeah, go ahead. Go.
You don't want to go for a tougher one?
This is damn check swing.
I was going to go Bubba for 2, but he's crying about it over there, so I won't do it. Go ahead. I'll take the 1-pointer, then you can get a 1-pointer. We'll do it. I don't know why they think it's cheating. It's just setting up a.
I'm okay with you doing whatever you want.
Yeah, no, go
I'm not
for
going
it.
to be mad.
1-pointer.
I'd kind of rather you
I don't
mess
hear
the
Bubba
Bubba
cry.
for 2.
Yeah, no, go for it. Bubba's crying about it, so here, just you get your 1-pointer, and it'll be fun. Hope you guys got a tiebreaker ready.
Okay, let's go. Let's just go. What country am I in for 1?
What country are you in if you're looking at the Eiffel Tower?
France.
That is
almost
correct.
said Paris. Oh boy, I've botched this one. I hope we get a good tiebreaker.
Can't believe you got
Boston.
Pele, honestly. Well, I can't believe it was that easy. Honestly, that should have been a 1-pointer.
Well, I don't know anything about soccer. That's tough for me. That's just one of the 3 soccer player names I know.
Yeah, I know.
Boston College for 2. That's crazy that I said Golden Eagles. And then the dice, that was a trick question.
It wasn't a trick
It really
question at
wasn't.
all.
I gave you set twice.
And there's
Yeah, but
die
you
and
could've said
dice.
pair. You could've said pair of dice.
Die and dice are two different words. If he had said die, it would be 21.
Has
But he
anyone ever said
dice?
Put this set of things down and it's just been one thing?
And again,
set is kind of plural.
A set list. Is
Again,
one thing.
the word is different.
Where you play multiple songs.
Yeah, but the list is one thing. The set list.
And it's not two. But again, die versus dice is two different words.
Set the table. There would only be one person setting the table.
You could have
you could have
multiple people setting the table.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
All right, what tiebreaker you got?
Mess the forks up.
How many minutes are in a full week?
Okay.
Okay.
Put your phone down.
Well, where am I going to type my answer?
Well, we'll get to that when we get there.
You want to type your answer?
You type your answer.
Okay.
Well, how do we usually do it? Usually I write it down, or usually I give mine and you write yours down, or is it the opposite? Usually I write mine down and you give yours.
I don't remember.
I was waiting because last time we did this, you got your calculator out. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
I did not get my calculator.
Yeah, you did.
No,
You got the
I would
LeBron.
never.
You got some point total.
I would
to like,
never do that. Come on.
Looking for how many? What was the question?
How many minutes are in a full week?
It's so hard to do this math in your head.
You tapping your answer down?
I'm about to, yeah. All right, I've gotten mine written down. All right, go ahead. Say yours out loud.
I'm still thinking.
Huh? How long you get to think?
Let's go, Cody.
A long time. Okay. 9,000.
I've gotten 9,620 written down.
John would be correct or closer. It is 10,080.
Okay. Can't really do in my head. I was trying to get 1440 times 7 because, like in my head, there's 720 in 12 hours, right? 60 times 12, 60 minutes times 12 was what? Is 720 multiplied by 2 is 1440.
I feel like those were two pretty solid guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. What a choke job by you. Another L.
It's kind of unfair that you always get the tiebreaker category in your favor.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's never like how many Rolling Stones albums were there.
Yeah, what year was Tumbling Dice released?
I'm glad that minutes in a week plays into John's favor.
Well, he's better at math, Bubba. So that's why it does play into his favor. It's kind of unfair.
You had a geography category that was literally just built for you, basically.
Yeah, and I got them all right, but at Boston College for 2.
You didn't get them all right. You missed
really,
four. You missed
really
a 4-pointer.
Well, that was more like a 5.
You got 3, 2, and 1 right. Good job by you.
It was actually more like a 5.
You didn't get them all right.
What was college nicknames for 5?
What was Bubba for 2?
Yeah, like you should have gone there. We let you.
This Long Beach band doesn't practice Santeria or have a crystal ball.
Sublime.
Yeah.
Would you have gotten that?
Oh, as a 2-pointer?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to until he started crying.
You wanted college nicknames for 5?
Everyone's always against me.
Oklahoma Baptist.
Oh, OBU. Yeah, I don't know them.
Also the Bisons.
See, that's another thing about this game.
I might have guessed that.
That's another thing about this game. We put the Bison in his head. This whole thing was trickery.
No, I know Bucknell.
The whole damn thing should be thrown out.
No. I know Bucknell because I remember watching them beat Kansas in the tournament.
Well, I know you know
that
Bucknell.
Stood out in my head.
When I was making that category, I was just really hoping that someone would need college nicknames for 5 to win it or lose it.
The whole thing should be thrown out.
Last call on the other side. Stick with us.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Sam, was Cody in there for the last 2 minutes just trying to argue his case or try to get an overturn or something?
He was just asking some of the other questions.
Seemed like he was really trying to litigate his way into a redo or something.
Should have gotten Eagles.
Yeah, I should have went Bubba.
That was a real Spurs moment from Cody there.
If you're thinking of the Golden Eagles, you're likely thinking of Southern Mississippi, says Google AI.
I would have gotten Sublime. What was Bubba's music for 4?
Some things that he had never heard of.
Oh, okay.
This West Yorkshire band reached number 13 and 5 on the U.S. mainstream rock charts with their singles 1111 and Blackfoot, respectively.
Oh, okay.
That would be Dinosaur Pileup.
I didn't deserve to win. I just get frustrated when I lose because I see the opportunities where I should have won.
Yeah, I got to say I didn't really deserve to win either, so I'm glad. It's better to...
Yeah, luckily you got that math question for the tiebreaker.
It's better to win when you are supposed to lose than lose when you are supposed to win. I feel like I've been on the wrong side of those a couple of times.
Yeah.
Where I feel like I should have won, but I lost.
Yeah.
Because this one I didn't really know your answers.
Well, the Bison thing, the whole thing was a sham, but I didn't deserve to win. I don't want to pretend like I deserve.
I'd like to think I would have said at least Peru for Machu Picchu. I think I knew that.
You think so?
but like the Castle of Moher. What was it? The Moher?
Cliffs of Moher in Ireland.
I might have guessed. I think I might have gotten Ireland for that. Actually, is that where Lord of the Rings was? Moher, whatever.
Mordor.
Yeah, but isn't that like?
I thought they did that in like
Scotland?
New Zealand or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have got. I don't think I would have gotten that. I think I might have said Scotland for that. Bubba, what do we miss today?
We've got 2 things happening. Apparently, patrons up in Boston have been out drinking them even over St. Patty's Day numbers.
The Scots?
Yeah.
The Scots have overtaken Boston for the World Cup, and they have drank them under the table, drink them out of booze, which I've seen some Scottish people saying they don't ever want to hear any lip from Americans about who the real drinkers are ever again. So they're taking it as a cultural victory. I would say it seems as if that the bars in Boston were just severely underprepared for this.
Also, I mean, maybe the Scots can, but like they're on vacation.
Yeah.
You know, we got to work.
Yeah. On St. Patrick's Day, I mean, especially like on the, if you party on that Saturday, you ain't got to work necessarily.
Like obviously the Scots can outdrink us on a Tuesday night at Fenway Park.
Especially if they're going for like a week bender.
Yeah.
They do have a drinking culture too, though, that we don't have here at the same level.
It feels like all the fears about the World Cup wrong, completely wrong.
Yeah, it actually seems
Like the
awesome.
I haven't seen any big transit issues either.
All I've seen are success stories of people really like embracing our culture and embracing how we get down. I think it's been beautiful so far.
Yeah.
Or that might just be all we're being fed.
Sure, there might be some horror stories, but I ain't seen anybody really complaining.
I feel like we haven't seen like so-and-so's fan base erupt in a huge fight after so-and-so game. You know, it's like I saw I think it was a Spain and that Cape Verde fan after they had tied, these 2 random fans did like a jersey swap together.
We'll see what happens when we get to the knockout round. Because first game, especially now with the expanded, like moving through, like the expanded advancement.
There's no stakes yet.
Not yet. So like Spain tying that game in the past might have actually made them a threat to not advance, but they should be one of the top 8 3 seeds and get to advance, I would imagine. So I want to see, what happens when people start getting eliminated, how they respond then. But for now, it's still just partying. But it seems like everybody's having a good time. A lot of beautiful women.
Oh, yes.
Good job by you guys today. Excellent job by me winning trivia. Getting back to the back-to-back. That's good. Advance now to 32 of our last 41 events. That's holding steady at my, 75% clip or so. Talk to you tomorrow. Tony Basilio coming up next.